Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? How are we all doing today? So, today, it's finally the day where we celebrate hitting 150. Maybe for some people. For some people, that's a huge milestone. For some people, that's a tiny milestone. For me, I'm just happy about it. My dog's going crazy in the background. She doesn't understand that we're very, very invested in having a good time right now. You know why? It's because she's not a gamer, but we're gamers here. So, hello. How's it going, Shiro? I'm really quickly sorting the bosses off screen into, I'm trying to put them in like the correct order that you run into them. So, at least to start, because I want to start with the intended, oh, actually they go here. We're gonna start with sorting everybody into their schoolhouses as intended. But I need to get everybody, I think it's Deacons of the Deep. Yeah, here we go. And that's Abyss, then it's Wolnir. Old Demon King. Okay. But yeah, how's it going, Shiro? What you been up to today? I'm trying to move stuff. I have a bunch of stuff around my desk right now because I was trying to eat very quickly. Nothing much. You know what? Some people think that a day with nothing much going on is a bad thing. I think that a day with nothing much going on is a day where nothing went wrong. So I'll take it. But yeah, I think it goes that. And then, where's Yorm? There he is. Old Demon King. Yorm is somewhere in here. I know who I'm missing. Pontiff. Then I usually go Yorm, then I do Aldrich. Where's Aldrich? But yeah, nice. I did start building a motor for my 1973 Maverick with my dad today, so that was pretty cool. Nice. How was your day? My day was pretty good. I had a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, Aldrich was right there. I had a very, I had a weird day at work because a good chunk of my day at work was literally just sitting in a meeting. For a pretty big chunk of time, it felt like. And then I think Nameless can go after this. But yeah, so that was pretty much my day. Twin Princes. Oh no, I'm missing Dragon Slayer. Actually, we can say Dragon Slayer, Twins, Osiris, Ancient Wyvern, Nameless King, Gundyr. There we go. But yeah, my day was very chill is the best way I can put it. I spent like I spent 2 hours in a meeting, which is wild. 2 hours in a meeting. But it wasn't bad. Okay. All right. That's a long meeting. It was a long meeting. It was a very long meeting where it sounds boring, honestly. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. It was a 2-hour meeting where we kind of talked back and forth about some stuff, and then we ended up essentially we made a little bit of progress, but we did not make as much progress as we were expecting to make in 2 hours. So, we take what we get. Again, a little bit of progress is progress. But it is what it is. Okay. So, as we know, today is going to be about classifying the bosses into categories. There's a couple that I already know kind of like what I'm going to lean towards, and some of them I'm going to kind of figure out as we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull up the screen. Make sure everything is good. Yes, cool, perfect. So as you can see, we have 5 categories today. Where's my music? Hold on. Let's do Starfall? No, Little Spirits. Let me see. No. Starfall. Wait, did I put these to loop? I don't think I put these to loop. Let me fix that before that. Make sure these are all set to loop. Okay. Actually, maybe Dynasties is the way to go. Dynasties is a pretty good, like, little calm. Like, Starfall's good, but it's a little slower than I want it to be. Let's go to Little Spirits again. A little too tinkly. Yeah, I like Dynasties. Okay, so we will go through. I will tell you what I think. While I am telling you what I think, I want to hear what you think. So, and it's okay if you agree with me. It's okay if you disagree with me. If you disagree with me, I'm going to talk about why. I'm going to try to devil's advocate what I think your thought process is, okay? So, ooh, hold up. Let me go ahead real quick, send this out to everyone. But yeah. Whoops. Did you see, I didn't get a chance to message about it in the Discord. I only had time to really react to it. I'm not really the best person for this since I've never played the game. That's fine. If you want to go based on appearance, that's entirely okay with me too. Don't fret about it. I will, if it, you know what, if it'll help you, I will explain little bits about the bosses as I go, because I'm going to explain my thought process. And as I explain my thought process, I'll talk a little bit about the bosses as I go. Let me just send this out real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Just sending out, thank you. Yeah. But yeah. So we're gonna go in order roughly. And what I mean by that is this is kind of in order you can go into these bosses from start to finish. There's a little bit of wiggle room because Dark Souls 3 is pretty linear, but there are a couple optional areas where bosses can be moved around. But if you went like from one side to, or from one zone, did the optional zone and then did the rest of it, this is kind of the way it would go. This is usually my path that I take, except for Soul of Cinder. Soul of Cinder I do at the very end because I just do it at the very end. But this is more or less the route you would take, or somebody could take. So we'll start. Can you guys see these? I want you guys to be able to see these. I should have gotten these images bigger. Can I, if I zoom more? Oh God, I don't know if that'll work. What if I do this? Okay, hold on, I got an idea. Zoom more. Computer, enhance. I have an idea. Hold on, watch this, watch this. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Boom. I'm going to do this. I'm going to duplicate this, okay? Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Because I'm a genius. I'm a genius. And I know exactly how to do things because I am... Uh-oh. I am a gamer. Uh-oh. I am an alpha gamer. Don't mind. Whoop. Okay, watch this, watch this. Look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Because I'm a genius. I'm a gamer genius. How's it going? How's it going, Mo? Show you really living the dream, rebuilding a car with your dad. I know, right? Oh, you can kind of see it, you can kind of not see it. You know what? It's acceptable, though. Thank you, I'm really excited about it since it's going to be my first car. Nice. See, I was supposed to help rebuild a Camaro a long time ago. It was like a 80s Camaro, I think. Bing chilling. And I just never got the opportunity. But I'm always hyped when I hear somebody working on getting to build cars with their family. Okay, you can kind of see it. And you know what? At the end of the day, you only need to kind of see it. I can't make it any better than that. All right, so for anybody who's just joining us, for anybody who is just popping in or doesn't know, what we're doing today is we're going to go through the Dark Souls 3 bosses, and we're going to classify them into high school cliques. I'm going to tell you what I think. So for example, we're going to go with Smash or Pass. No, we are not Smash or Passing today. Maybe another day, but not today. So, Eudex Gundyr, okay? Let me tell you a little bit about Gundyr. For anybody who doesn't know, the first Gundyr, Pass then. I'm really sorry, but I genuinely can't tell what I'm looking at. It's a little hard to tell. Let me see if I can, hold on. Let me try one thing real quick. Let me try this. I'm going to do what we call a pro gamer move, okay? Uh-oh. Whoop. Pro gamer move. Watch this, okay? I'm going to so fast get every boss an image of them that you can make out and see, but don't make out. Okay, hold on. Boom. And then we're going to put this into my stream assets tab. And we're going to put this into a special folder right here. And this is going to be... okay, so I'm gonna save it right here. Boom. Okay, now watch as I game. Gunnyr's the person in class that reminds teacher that they had homework. Okay, so here we go. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Boom. Boom. Stream asset. Boom. Boom. Okay, there you go. Look at that. Look at that, gamers. Can you see? Can you make him out a little better now? Close that one. Okay. Here, let me close in the part that's important. So this is Gundyr. Oh, I'd smash. So, Gundyr, now I see it. So Gundyr is overtaken by, I can't remember what it's called, the Sin of Man. I can't see without RGB. I can't RGB it, I'm sorry. Oh, it's called the Pus of Man. I'm pretty sure is what this is called. So, Eudex Gundyr is a warrior who was overtaken by the Pus of Man, which I think is kind of like, I don't know if it's like the sin or what exactly it is, but you see it a couple times in the game. It'll like explode out of some of the enemies. And during this fight, you can tell he was a warrior. He's got like the moves of a warrior and the movements of a warrior, but he's kind of like sluggish. And then about halfway through the fight, he goes from being just a regular dude to this. Okay? I think weeb. 100%, I think he's weeb. As they say in anime, he's chuny. I think he's sitting there with the power in my left arm. I can no longer contain it. This anger in my arm commands me to defeat you. That's what I feel. I feel very much shining burning finger coming out of this man's pus arm. I think weeb. I could also, if anybody, you know, kind of was kind of leaning towards the power of God and anime is on his side. Yes, except it's the power of maybe sin and the devil. I don't actually know what the pus of man is, if I'm being completely honest. I don't think anybody knows exactly what the pus of man is. That's a lie. There's definitely people who have theorized what the pus of man is, but yeah. So that is my take on it. I believe that he is 100% weeb. I think that while it's entirely possible, you could see him as like, you know, I could go with goth. I can say he's like a little goth, but I think that's you know, ignoring a good chunk of him. Nah, you said warrior something and he's the ROTC kid. Oh my god. I could see a little bit of jock. He's like a jock who got injured, you know? But yeah, I put ROTC in jock category. I could kind of see it. You know, he wasn't very smart, kind of just did what he had to do. No offense. But yeah, you know, I'd say I'm gonna stick with weeb. I 100% think it's the power of God and anime, or the devil and sin on his side. Okay, so next up, Vort. Boom, Vort. Can you see him? Vort, you're a little big. He's a big dude, but he's a little too big. Hold up, Vort. Let me pull out the rest of them. Vort. Vort is a big man. Vort's a big old dude. Fights you on all fours. He starts out with that, oh, he looks cool. He does. Either goth or band theater kid. I kind of see goth. I can see a little bit of goth. No. Theater kid. You think he's a theater kid? You think he's playing it up? Is that his eyes? Is he like dragoning? Have I never noticed that? Whoa, he is. You could see like the eye. Well, you guys can't see my mouse, I don't think. But he's got like little eyes in the center of his face. I don't think I've ever noticed. He's like fights you on all fours, theater kid. I can kind of see it. He's like committed to the bit, you know? I've never noticed that past the "you died" screen. Pass? You wouldn't, well, you know, you're not gonna get a choice. You might not smash. With that, I don't know, man, I'd smash. Look, he's got that big old mace. I don't think you get a choice on smash or pass. You may not want to smash, but I don't think this man knows the meaning of consent. He's going to smash. So the way he fights, he kind of like runs around on all fours. You know what? The more I say that, yeah, I can kind of see him being a theater kid, running around on all fours. I knew some theater kids like that. I was gonna say jock, because he does have like, he doesn't really have a tackle, but he does kind of charge you. But you know what? Aner, I'm gonna lean with you on this one. I'm gonna say he's kind of a theater kid. He's coming at you on all fours, just like charging at you. Yeah, you know what? I think he smashed me, so I guess smash. I guess we're doing smash or pass at the same time. You know what? I probably would have passed, but no, seeing the dragon face now, well, actually, you know what? Let me stop there. I take back everything I was about to say. Oh god. Okay, so next award we got Cursed Greatwood. Curse Rotted Greatwood. We're just gonna pull the plug on the things I was about to say. So, Curse-Rotted Greatwood, there's really not much to say about the Curse-Rotted Greatwood, if I'm being honest. Actually, this is a really good one. This is a good picture for it. It's kind of like concept art, so this works. Greatwood. Yo, chill, Greatwood. What you talking about? Okay, so let me go ahead and put the Greatwood on here. Boom. Okay. So this is the Curse-Rotted Greatwood. This is another weird one. Whoa, pass for sure. I don't know. Well, he got 3 hands, you know? There's a lot of options here with 3 hands. But so it starts, let me expand this. Oh god. So he starts out, hold on, where's the top of this? Let me pull this down real quick. He starts out just like this, right? He's just a tree kind of shambling about. He never, well, actually he can get up, but he doesn't usually. It's like in the middle of a square. Everybody's kind of like worshiping him or just wandering around. He kind of shakes around some stuff. It falls on the floor. You know, doesn't really care about anybody else. Just kind of does what he does. He'll take out everybody around him if he has to. And then after about halfway into the fight, it opens up into this pass. But he's got many balls and nuts. Many balls and nuts. The gimmick of the fight is that you can't damage the tree. You actually have to attack these pustulous balls and nuts all around it, including on the balls and nuts. So, yeah, you know what? Pass. I'm not into what I feel like goth might be. He's kind of goth. He's a little goth. I would say if I didn't go goth for it, I feel like I might go... No, you know what? I think goth is the way to go. I feel like goth's the way to go. Because, just like the wild hair, if that's what you want to call the branches, like that wild hair, reminds me of those, like, the raver goths, the techno goths. And then just like, you know, the general aesthetic, like kind of gives me that, not Nightmare Before Christmas vibe, but ew. I don't know what that nut is. I don't like it. It's like a little lychee bean or something. Yeah, I'm gonna go with goth. You know what? I'm with you on this one. I'm gonna go with goth because I feel like, you know, just like the whole aesthetic, the hair, he's pretty metal, you know? Pretty metal. And then let's go Crystal Sage. All right, Crystal Sage, just off the name, I think you can kind of get an idea, you know. Could be a little nerdy, but there is some aspects to it that I feel like could be up for debate. So let me grab the image real quick. That's fine. We'll just leave that like that. Let me go here and boom, 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 boom. So Crystal Sage, right? Uh-oh. Boop. 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 Okay. This is the Crystal Sage. You can't really tell because he's not in profile here. But he's got a Plague Doctor mask. Got a big hat. Got a Plague Doctor mask. Plague Doctor mask is kind of goth. Plague Doctor mask is kind of goth. But also the big hat, very theater kid. But at the end of the day, Sage means smart. He's a caster. He studies books. And the second time you run into this enemy is in a library. That kind of screams nerd to me. Kind of screams nerd. But you know what? The thing that I think gets me, right? I feel like Crystal Sage could really go in almost all of these categories. I feel like Crystal Sage could go in weeb, could go in nerd, could go into theater kid. And the only reason I'm gonna say that Crystal Sage is a theater kid, theater slash band kid, because, okay, the key thing here in this fight is that at the halfway point, the Crystal Sage splits into like 3 illusions and himself. It's very showy. It's like, ooh, look at me. I'm so good at what I do. Welcome to my stage. You are just a player. I am the main attraction. Here's the rest of my band. I think he's a band kid. I think that Pass AF, I don't know. I'm kind of into the Plague Doctor mask, if I'm being honest here. And you know, ever since Scary Movie with the big hat, I've been a thing for big hands. Where are the art kids at? That's a very good question. But I feel like a lot of the art kids that I knew, they had a lot of, in terms of Metalhead would go with goth. Let's put, okay, here. To make it clear, we'll say goth, metal, emo. Because there's a lot of overlap on these. Yeah, they're all distinctly different, but I think there's a very distinct difference on these, right? Versus these. That's what I think. But yeah, personally, I think that the Crystal Sage is also a theater kid. I feel like could be a nerd, but just because of how showy he is, I mean, look at how bright that spell is. Carries around the crystal ball. Like, does he need the crystal ball? Probably not. It just looks cool. If that's not a theater kid, then I don't know who would be. Theater kid. Easy. But we move on to Deacons. Deacons of the Deep. So, Deacons of the Deep is probably the most, like, a clique boss there is in the game. They're literally a group of people with like a priest, like the Pope and their bishops, right? Oh, I'm trying to find a good picture of them. Sorry, it's taking a hot minute because every picture of them sucks. Yeah, this is good. This is a good one. Perfect. Deacons of the Deep. Okay. So, Deacons of the Deep. Excuse me. Be bigger. So, Deacons of the Deep is literally a clergy. It's a group of people with a bishop or a pope, or yeah, sorry. It's a pope and a handful of bishops. Jocks? Explain. Elaborate. Explain. Only jocks roll that deep? You know what? That's fair. That's fair. But also, I feel like because of how insular they are, you know, they don't mingle with somebody. You come in there, you walk in, and it's immediately you're the outsider. They don't want you, you know, they're too good for you. I think prep. I can see the jocks. I can see that. I do. Ooh, that's controversial. I feel like maybe prep. I do feel maybe prep. Prep is what I was leaning, but I am seeing what you're saying, Ainer. Just the fact that they roll that deep. There's like 20 of these dudes. It's like as if you went in and you walked into like, you basically just walked into the football team's like locker room and they come at you throwing hands. I've seen the movies. But yeah, it's like you walk, exactly. You just walked into the football players' locker room and they just immediately start throwing hands. It don't matter that, and you know what? A couple of them, they chest bump you. The only people who chest bump, that's jocks. That's jocks. You know what? I was leaning prep. I originally thought prep. Smash all at the same time. Whoa. Sir? Sir? I mean, you know, we don't kink shame. Definitely jocks then. Oh my god. You gonna go in with all of them? Well, I guess that means you know what that means. You walked into the locker room. That's exactly what that means. Okay. Let me while I'm gonna move them into the thing. Okay, so they are, you know what? Yeah, let's go with jock. They are jocks. It's not exactly what I was expecting, but I can see it. And that's why I'm gonna go ahead and say taking the whole football team at the same time? Oh my god. You a brave man, braver than me. Alright, next up. We got this cool guy. This is the Abyss Watchers. When you come in to fight them, there are 3. You start fighting 1. Smash! Whoa, whoa. I mean, I'm with you on that one. I mean, look, have you seen those memes about the, I've seen them on TikTok. Is like, there's one dude in particular who I watch because he does like D&D TikToks, and it's like when the quiet kid goes into this stance and he like drops his arms down and like kind of goes beast mode, beast mode, right? That's the same energy. He's got that energy, right? So when you come in, one of them comes at you. And these are trained warriors. They're sitting there beating the snot out of each other because they are fighting to be the top Abyss Watcher, right? So you come in, you fight 1. As you're fighting 1, the second one gets up. Then you have to fight 2. Then the third one gets up, and the third one's wild. He'll fight anybody. His hands rated E for anyone. Wait, that's not how you spell anyone. Rated E for everyone. Jock, probably. See, here's where we're gonna get. I really love the Abyss Watchers. Right? These are probably one of my favorite bosses. They're but I'm gonna explain why I'm not gonna put them under jock, and I'm not gonna put them under weeb. I'm gonna put them under nerd, and the reason is these are understudies. They study the way of the Knight Artorias. You know, they fight the way they do because they have been training specifically to fight the same way that the Knight Artorias from Dark Souls 1 fought to take on. I don't like your reasoning. Should be based on looks, not lord. No. I'm explaining everything to you. You, like, yes, it's based. I know plenty of nerds who got the Riz. See, am I cool now? I know what all the cool kids are saying. They're saying the Riz, right? I know plenty of people who I would never say are jocks, even though they've got that kind of like energy to them. I would 100% say they're nerds because, you know, jock isn't necessarily a look. Jock is a state of mind. All these, they're states of mind. They are partially look. Look, man, I don't need you to agree with me. I just need you to listen. I think that they're nerds. They study and they fight and they spend all this time training and doing this. You can argue that, yeah, jocks sit there training, doing all this stuff, practicing, going to practice and stuff. But only people I know who sit there and keep trying to one-up each other this much are nerds. They just don't get along. They'll get along in everything else, but as soon as it starts to be competitive, nah, we ain't friends no more. Watch a couple of nerds play Smash. Watch a couple of nerds play Mario Party. You will see how quickly they will turn on each other and begin to devolve into taking each other out. Like, I want to pick, hold on, sorry, I'm trying to find a picture of the next boss where you can kind of see exactly what you're dealing with. Yeah, this is good. This is a good one. That's not a good one. That's a good one. But that's art. I don't want to put art. But yeah, so I know. It's divisive. They're so cool. They should be jocks. But I think it's for that exact reason. I don't think they should be jocks. I think they're nerds. Oh, you're a big dude. Hold on, sorry. I'm gonna get them. He's a big dude, and he's got a big image. Okay, this next up is Wolnir. Now this is an easy one. Well, actually, you know, I can go two ways on this one. So Lord Wolnir, High Lord Wolnir, the principal. Well, what was the principal before he was the principal? I don't think you can say the principal is a clique. I don't think you can say teachers. Well, I guess teachers are kind of a clique, but I don't think you can say teachers are a clique. God, I don't know. That's not a clique. I don't think that's a clique. Okay, so Wolnir, as you can see, metal AF. He's a giant shambling skeleton who crawls at you with the darkness right beneath him. Now, I think he could go either into the goth, you know, metal section, because he's pretty metal just off looks. I think he could also go into prep because he is a lord, right? He's a lord. Look at his bracelet, you know? That's something that somebody with some money's got. But I could also lean towards I could lean a little bit into theater kid. Actually, I could lean a little bit into nerd, and the only reason I would say that is when I go nerd I'm gonna say it's a little obvious, but I feel like he's pretty metal. That's me. And look, I would take your words of him being principal or God into consideration, but I'm not gonna add another slot. I can't add another slot. It has to fit into one of these categories. I'm sorry, but if I add another slot, I have to resize everything. I don't want to resize everything. Please, God, don't make me. But yeah, I think Wolnir, it's pretty simple, pretty cut, goth. Like, he's just, you know, I agree with metal. He does look like he would be. He's pretty gosh dang metal. Like, the way you get into his room, into his boss arena, is you pick up a cup. It's a goblet made out of a human skull, and then as you touch the goblet, just pure darkness comes out of it and envelops you. Like, that's pretty gosh dang metal. I think 100% he probably was hanging out with all the goths, all the metalheads, rocking out. Also, I feel like a lot of metalheads I know also wear like those thick bracelets. Like, they'll either wear like the leather bracelets, or they'll wear like those very big, very like heavy metal bracelets. At least in my experience. Okay, let me grab the old Demon King real quick. Old Demon. Okay, this one. You're making me think, Ainer, that I should have put in a category for teacher, because this is an old dude. But he's pretty metal. Like, that beard, he's like an old metalhead. He probably hung out with all the goths and the metalheads in high school. I feel like he probably hung out past, I don't know. So like you can see like the physique he used to have. You can see it, it's there. He might have a bit of a dad bod right now, but you know, this is a man who's seen some shit. Pushed in high school. You think so? I mean, maybe. Peaked in high school? Yeah, he probably did. This guy probably peaked in high school. I knew a couple goths like this, where they were real cool in high school, and then they just very much stopped being like that. So I think he's pretty metal. He's pretty goth. I feel like, you know, this is the type of goth who probably had like art on his walls of like deer skulls, you know, like all the like probably collected like what's it called, not roadkill, what's the word, like dead animals, and then like dried them out, got the bones and stuff. I feel like he's that kind of goth. Real deep goth. Tax? What are you taxing, huh? But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of bosses that can go into the goth category. Taxidermy? Yeah, taxidermy. I feel like he did taxidermy. He probably grabbed like dead animals off the road and, you know, he grabbed dead animals off the road and then taxidermied them like a weirdo. I mean, I say like a weirdo, but it's actually kind of cool. Oh, I won't lie, it's actually kind of cool. Okay. I'm trying to find a good picture of Pontiff Sullivan. This is okay. This is an okay one. Pontiff Sullivan. I don't even know if I can actually grab that image because it's a old Demon King is Dahmer, like Jeffrey Dahmer. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Hello, new persons. I'm. All right. Is it better to call you X? Number man. Yo. By the way, I forgot to tell you, thanks for your help. Everything works great. Nice. Glad to hear it. Gail deserves his own click. The Chad. Gail would. Okay. Let me grab the Sullivan one. Okay. So. And welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. So for anybody who doesn't know, we are classifying Dark Souls bosses into categories based on what I think their high school clique would have been. So, Pontiff Sullivan. Okay. He's got 2 swords. I think that automatically makes him a weeb. Just by default, you've got 2 swords, you're a weeb. Unfortunately, only here until 9 when I go live too. You know what? That's fine. I'm glad you stopped in, Numberman. In what world are the Deacons jocks? Okay, you want to hear the breakdown? You want to hear the breakdown? You want to hear the breakdown of why we put Deacons in the jocks category? So the breakdown, to catch you up on why we put Deacons as jocks, okay? And I've never played, so I can't help with the ranking. That's fine. You know, you can give your opinion on looks, and I will tell you why you're wrong based on lore. But so the reason we put Deacons in the jock category is because, as Ainer said, jocks are the only ones who roll that deep, where they got that many people. You walk into their room, there's like 20 of them, and they immediately start throwing hands, right? It's like walking into the football team's locker room when you're not supposed to be there. You're from the other school, you walked into the football team's locker room, they immediately start throwing hands. And then Mo decided that he said he would smash them, and he said all at once. And at that point, it's like, well, they got to be the football team if they're running the train. Anyways, we went with jock because of how many there were and how immediately they start throwing hands. But yeah, I'm gonna say for Sullivan, weeb. That's my thought. I could have also gone with prep because I almost want to put him in prep just because we don't have anybody in the prep category right now. But I feel like by default, having 2 swords, the only person I knew back in high school who had like 3 swords and a whip, like an Indiana Jones whip, was a weeb. He made his own, like, Pontiff Sullivan really gives me the vibe of that one dude I knew in high school who had 3 swords and a whip, who like was sewing his own cosplay. Sounds pretty weeby. Exactly. Like, and then not only does he do that, he ended up shadow clone jutsus to make a second version of him. He's pretty weeb, if I'm being honest. Like, I want to put somebody in the prep category, but it's really hard right now because Pontiff Sullivan is just so clearly a weeb. But yeah, he really gives me that vibe that probably on the weekends when nobody's coming over to his chapel, he's probably sewing his own cosplay so he can go to TwitchCon. Where does the hidden donut land? Well, you see, the hidden donut is kind of a... I've talked about this before. The hidden donut spent 5 years in theater. I think we should put him in band theater, kid. You're right. God, you pinned me. 100% correct. I spent 5 years in theater, so you're not wrong. You could put me in either the weeb or band theater kid. The hidden donut would be Chad. I get my own category. I'm in Chad. Except I got kicked out of the Chad category by Gale. But yeah, so we're gonna go with Sullivan being a weeb. Like, I feel like it's pretty dang obvo that he is weeb. You know, maybe towards the end we can reassess and see if maybe we feel like he is more of a prep, but I'm gonna just stick with that one. So next up we got Yorm. Let me grab his image. We'll go ahead and grab his image from the cutscene. You know what? I like this one. I like this one of him sitting on his seat. You know what? We're gonna grab this one. I don't know where this came from, but we're gonna grab this one. So Yorm. Okay, so whoops. So let's throw Yorm up here. So Yorm, the giant, the last giant, not just a giant, but the last of the giants in this game. Big dude, tall man, sitting in his room just waiting until you show up. And then he starts throwing hands. This is a rough one. He looks dark. I mean, it's Dark Souls. Everybody looks a little dark. He is pretty goth though. I almost want to say though, sitting in the dark like that is pretty goth. It's pretty goth. It's also pretty theater kid because it's kind of showy. It's like, why are you just sitting there? Jock. I could also see Jock. See, like, here's the thing. I feel like honestly, Yorm could fit into a lot of these categories. He's a jock. He's like the last remaining member of the wrestling team, and like everybody else has already lost the competition, but he's like, I ain't going down now. You come in here and we're throwing hands. He conducts himself like an alpha. He does conduct himself like an alpha. You know, I'm leaning, I do see it. I feel like he can go easily into the, he's literally on a throne overseeing his kingdom. Goths think they are alphas. That's true. That is true. I've got to say that Numberman's right. There are plenty of Goths who I know for a fact consider themselves to be top dog, right up there with those, like, with the jocks. Ooh, that's a pretty big toss-up. I want to say, I want to go with Jock. I want to go with Jock just because of like how like controlled he is when he's fighting. I feel like the big difference between a fight with a goth and a jock is that I feel like a jock is sitting there kind of like banking on the one hit to knock you out, and that's exactly what Yorm does. He banks on that one big hit. He's like, I got the power. I know I'm gonna win this. All I gotta do is land that hit. Whereas a goth fights like a freak. They come in swinging and they don't stop swinging. The blows start coming and they don't stop coming when you fight a goth, is what I feel like. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna side with our new friend X here, and I'm gonna say that he's a jock. Okay, now I think we might be coming up to our first prep. Like, this could easily go into many categories. Aldrich, but I'm leaning towards prep. Like, we could argue that he's pretty goth, right? You could also almost say emo. This is why I was hesitant to put goth, metal, and emo all in one category. Well, I know Aldrich is the thing on the back, so that's a he. It's very androgynous, and Aldrich is just the slug in the back. You can't really see it because they don't really have a good picture of just the slug. Aldrich is the god devourer. Whoa, smash for sure. So, to be fair, to X's point, yes, Aldrich is the slug in the back. It's the god. Aldrich, the god devourer, is eating. This is what is it called? Gwendolyn? Devour my nuts. So Aldrich is currently devouring Gwendolyn, Dark Sun Gwendolyn, who's the face you see here. And you know what? That does make me feel, while, you know, the evil slug is pretty metal, devouring somebody, I want to say prep. I'm gonna tentatively put it here at prep, and the reason being is that I feel like, you know, preps are more willing to take advantage of who they need to. I feel like you could say the same thing about like, you know, anybody. But if we're going stereotypical, like high school anime, high school movie prep, you know, they'll take advantage of whoever they have to in order to get ahead. So I want to say prep. I think this is our first prep. Because of the fact that, you know, Aldrich is the slug. If we were going off of, you know, Dark Sun Gwendolyn, we could argue a couple other things. But, oops. I tried to look up dancer, and I realized I just typed dancer, and I'm like, that's not gonna work. Why? Oh. Okay, so dancer is honestly one of my favorite bosses. I hate fighting it, and it's actually not as hard a fight as it seems, but let's grab dancer. Okay, so here, dancer is a really cool fight. So the way you end up fighting dancer, you can fight dancer really early. Oops, hold on. If you kill an old lady. Dancer's tall, lanky, moves very like deliberately, very slowly, very showy. Like this screams theater kid. But it could also scream pretty weeb. Looks theater like. I do think it feels very theater like. Like, you know, this is you coming to the musical. The dancers getting ready to do their number. And, you know, that cloak, that like really sheer like shawl playing Bride in the musical, yeah, is just about to start singing you a song about you know, how their lover abandoned them. Yeah, I definitely knew a lot of people in theater who carried themselves like this. Like, you got those showy movements, like they're monologuing, and then all of a sudden the song breaks out and they start dancing, and their moveset is also very dancey. So This is so far going for, like, we're about halfway through the bosses. But yeah, I'm gonna say theater kid. I'm gonna say dancer is a theater kid in the middle of a musical, and they're about to break into, could be a little weeb. It is kind of weeb. They got a flaming sword. But I want to say that the difference is that the slowness of dancers' movements and how deliberate they are just kind of screams theater kid in a musical to me. So I don't know about you guys, but to me, dancer, 100% theater kid. Like band, theater, dance, those are all kind of like the same category to me. My dog is going buck wild right now. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog. She's going crazy right now. I don't know what's, and the name is Dancer. Yeah, it's like real simple. When I was in a play called Fame, right? A lot of people know it. I feel like if you know musicals, you probably know Fame. Very popular. People love to do it for some reason. And one of the like songs was literally just like, dance is the hardest profession in the world. And it was just all those dance, theater, I think it was like dance, acting, and music were like the 3 categories. All right, this is Dragon Slayer armor. Your sup Aquads, dude. You guys, for anybody who doesn't know, Aquads also streams periodically, and they are gamers through and through. I was just listening and having a great time because 100% it brings back memories to me of Dragon Knight is goated. Number 1, Dragon Knight's pretty goated. I want to say for Dragon Knight, I'm leaning towards Jock, but I feel like Dragon Knight's also pretty weeb. It's real hard because Dragon Knight, the Dragon Slayer armor, has one specific move that's very weeb to me, which is this wide swing where they essentially do like the anime slash. Like you think of the katana and the anime slash where they got the sword sheath and they do the drawing slash. Imagine that, but with that giant axe. It's pretty weeb. It's pretty weeb. Damn, I can't find your channel. Aquads is kind of hard to find his channel. Aquads, I hope you're not shadow banned. Aquads is kind of a gamer. I like to watch him play Destiny. Very entertaining to me to watch him and his friends play. I really hope you're not shadow banned. It's actually, but it is kind of hard to find Aquads' channel. I think the only reason I've found it is I don't remember what I did the first time, but I'm now subbed, so it makes it a little easier. I don't think I have a shout out for Aquads yet. I'll have to make a shout out for you at some point. Actually, I guess I could. It's so simple. No, because like when you search you, it pulls up some other channels. It's kind of weird. That's why I'm like, I feel like it's kind of trying to bury you. It might be like the result of finally getting unbanned. But yeah. So. You gotta put the space. You gotta. Here. I don't have a, what's it called? I don't have a shout out command set up yet, but here, let me go ahead and put a Quads channel on here. Where are my subs? So I can go grab a Quads. Dun, 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 boom, boom. Yeah. I copy and pasted it. So that is a Quads' channel. If you want to check him out, he's pretty gamer. Like, I watch him play Destiny PvP, and it makes me realize I'm not a gamer. Not the same way. I was about to stream right now, but I'm gonna wait for you to end yours. Oh, I have no idea how long we're gonna go. We're about halfway. Let me move the image so you can see. We're about halfway through. So we probably got another hour. It feels like. I was actually worried we were gonna wrap up too quickly. Subbed. Aquads is pretty, like, we'll check it out later. Yeah. I do recommend Aquads. If you like watching gamers be gamers, watch Aquads. Just be ready to hear 100%. The only warning I'm gonna give you: be ready to hear gamer talk if he's playing with his friends. I'm gonna go live, waiting for Cobra to get on. Nice, sounds good. Yeah, everybody also check out. Let me go. I think I might have a shout out for Number Man. Let me see. I think it's literally. I think I have it as Number Man. Let me see. Work with me. Come on. I believe in you. I know it's there. There it is. Check out Number Man. Number Man does a lot of last time I saw he does a lot of Pokemon, a lot of Halo with another friend of ours. I'll go ahead and shout him out while we're at it. With another friend of ours, Cobra, they do a lot of Halo together. Number Man does a lot of Pokemon, where he was completing the Pokedex and shiny hunting. And he does, there was one other game you were playing recently. Was it Call of Duty? You were doing, what's it called? It was Warzone for a while. I don't remember if you're still playing that. I actually love the Dragon Slayer armor fight. I love Dragon Slayer armor fight. My big problem with the Dragon Slayer, Halo, COD, Pokemon, currently playing horror single player games. Nice. Yeah, check out Number Man. Severely underrated. So one of my favorite things about the Dragon Slayer armor fight is that if you mess up, even if you're doing really well, Dragon Slayer armor doesn't care. Dragon Slayer armor says, I only need to hit you once at the right angle and you're flying off of this arena and you're dead. I only need one hit. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with Dragon Slayer armor is pretty jock, honestly. No, you know what? I'm gonna stick with what I originally said. Whoever decided to put the laser mosquitoes in the arena can eat my ass. That's true. That's also why I'm gonna go with Weeb. Because he's got the power of God and dragon anime on his side. About to play Division 2 today? Nice! I actually liked that game. I didn't play that much of it, but that's because I didn't have friends to play with. But I also now don't have time. Otherwise I would join you guys probably because I wanted to play it. It looked really fun. But yeah, so we're gonna, you couldn't see it, but I put Dragon Slayer into Weeb. Aquaz, at the moment, only streaming Comp, Destiny 2, Overwatch 2, Elden Ring, Assassin's Creed Origins, and COD soon when I start making sniping montages. Yeah, check these people out. They're pretty fun. I like watching these people. Is it like enchanted set of armor, or is he literally called armor? To be fair, I honestly am not 100% sure. Because you can't really tell, but he is literally called Dragon Slayer armor. So I don't know if he's like he's controlled by the things flying in the arena. Is that what the lore is? There is nothing inside the armor? That's what I thought. I can't remember their actual name. Lurk. What's this? Number Man evolved into the hidden the Number Man. Thanks for gracing us with your presence. So yeah, it's empty armor. Yeah, so there's these like dragon things that kind of float around the arena. I had a feeling because you see them when you walk into the room and then they all disappear and then they come back because you're beating the shit out of the armor. Well, that makes sense to me now. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty weeb then. That's definitely 100% weeb. 100%. Ain't no arguing on that one. It's weeb. Like, it's a possessed armor set. You don't get much more weeb than that. Okay. Now we got twin princes. This is gonna be a weird one. This is gonna be a weird one because we have to categorize two of them together despite being one, because I don't have a way to separate them out into separate ones. I'm trying to find a good picture of them from like the cutscene or something. What the hell is this? It's from ArtStation? That looks so good. I would put it here, but okay, it's really hard for me to find a good image of them, like, that's not art of them. Oh, wait. This might be good. Yeah, this is good. Okay. Where'd they go? Twin Princes. Okay, so let me pull up Twin Princes. Okay. Remember this, how much Dragon Slayer moveset align with Pursuers? It does. Yo! I used a mod to play Dragon Slayer with the Pursuer. That makes so much sense, actually. It is very Pursuer, like that. It's slow, deliberate movements, the shield, the big weapon, and like the wide swing, and then the one anime move. Yeah, you know what? I see it. They are very much the same, aren't they? Okay. Twin Princes. So, Twin Princes, 2 people. Twins. I think this is going to be our second prep. Upload the fight if you want to check it out later. Probably check it out. Take a look. Because I'd like to actually see that. That sounds really interesting. Emo. They are kind of goth. They're kind of emo. So, I'd say that one brother... The older brother, he's pretty goth. Like, look at his stance. He's got that power stance. He's there to protect his brother. I can link you the mod if you want to try it out yourself. I'll probably end up looking it up. It's got a lot of boss replacements. That sounds interesting, actually. Okay. Yeah, if it'll let you drop the link in chat, drop the link, because I'll probably take a look at that. But yeah, so the older brother does have, like, goth energy, right? That energy of the, like, again, goths see themselves as alphas sometimes, right? You could argue he's kind of jock. I think he's kind of goth. The younger brother, kind of emo. I guess we could go with putting them in the goth emo category, but these are 2 princes. That means they come from money. By default, I think that makes them preps. Like, I want to put them in the goth emo category just because, you know, they're kind of in that space. But I feel like by default, you can't really have them be anything else, just because, you know, they're sitting there at the top of their thing, you know, just together. Prep. I agree. Yeah, I want to say they're prep. Like, it's really hard to say otherwise. Okay, we're gonna take a real short break. I need to use the restroom. I just got back from the gym and I drank way too much water, and now it wants to escape me. So we're gonna take a real quick break. I'm gonna throw it on the BRB screen and I'll be right back, I promise. Hello, welcome, I'm back. I ran into the room and I hit the change screen button and then forgot to hit the unmute mic button. So, sorry. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. So, let's see. Next up, we got Osiris. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm coming into this one with a bit of a bias. I feel like this image is not going to be the quality I want it to be, but that's okay. Hate Osiris. Well, we have to classify him. He goes somewhere. That's not the size of the image I thought it was going to be. Well, hold on. Let me see if I can find a better picture. It's kind of not as good a picture as I wanted it to be. Here we go, here we go. I found one. Where is it? Okay, hopefully this doesn't get like 1,000% bigger. Go figure, it only got 20% bigger. Okay, so Osiris. Pretty evenly gonna say Osiris is a nerd. Studied dragon magic, could arguably also be weeb. Hello Donut, sup bugs, how's it going? If you want to see the current state of things, we're pretty even. Got a lot of theater kids and weebs in this. Hello there, what's up Frank, how's it going? Thank you for stopping in. Thanks for stopping in. So I'm gonna say I'm really torn on saying Osiris is a weeb or a nerd. Like, I feel like it could go a lot of ways, but I'm split 50-50 right now on nerd or weeb because Osiris did a lot of studying. He's the mad scholar, essentially. The consumed king. You could also say it's a prep, but I want to go with like a... Ooh, I'm trying to think of like, yeah, nerd. Yeah, I want to say nerd. Good, maybe I should start to suffer in Dark Souls because it's known very well for difficulty how many asses got burned. Yeah. Dark Souls is 100% a game that I would say is very well known for its difficulty. It is fair though. As long as you're willing to learn, the game is fair. It's the naked dragon. Yeah. So I want to say nerd. I'm gonna say nerd just because, you know, I feel like it's because of the studying, but at the same time, okay, so here's some of the theories that people have on Osiris. Is that Osiris well, okay. Osiris is very reminiscent of like Seath the Scaleless, which would put him as like a member of like a very distinguished kind of like bloodline, which would make you kind of prep. He also won't even like talk to you, doesn't even really give you the time of day when you walk in the room, just kind of like sits there in his own world, which could be prep or nerd, right? You know, you imagine like nerds stuck in their equations, like constantly thinking about that. Or prep who just like is like, are you talking to me? Like, I feel like, yeah, I want to go, you know, I was originally saying nerd or weeb, but I'm going to say nerd or prep. It's pretty 50-50. Pretty 50-50 for me. Let's go with... Yeah, I know I said nerd originally. I'm going to go with prep. Just by default of bloodline, right? Okay. Here's the one that I think is going to be incredibly divisive. Well, not divisive. I think this is going to be the one that I will get hate for. Champion Gundyr. And I say this as somebody where Gundyr is 100% my favorite fight in the entire game. A lot of people like Nameless King. A lot of people like the Abyss Watchers. Champion Gundyr is without a doubt my favorite boss in the game. Gundyr. I never expected there's going to be a team of weebs who simp for some girls. There's always a team of weebs simping for girls. That is like by definition. Too easy with the parries. See, that's the thing, right? You come in with the parries, the fight is really easy, right? I went in without, when I first fought him, I went in with a great shield, right? And this has colored my entire perception of the fight, okay? Definitely goth. Here's why I love this fight, right? Gundyr fights with his whole body. He will kick, he will shoulder check, he will swing, like he uses all parts of his weapon. And when he shoulder checks you, if you have a shield out, he will launch you halfway across the arena. So if you're blocking him with a great shield and you take that shoulder check, you are off your feet soaring into another part of the arena. In the above link, there's a reskin of Gundyr as Ornstein. Ooh. Let me see. Hold on. Did I see the link go through? Let me go back through the chat. Did it go through? I don't see a link. I can link. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't see it. Did it not take it? Pretty nice abs. They're painted on. Fight with his whole body. I'm afraid of this part between his legs. Well, he's a pole arm user. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, it's really clean because it uses the in-game armor textures. Oh, that is really smart because they do have the Ornstein armor. But yeah, I think Gundyr's a nerd. It didn't go through? Yeah, I don't see it. I sent it a while back. Yeah, I didn't see it in the chat. Let me see if maybe on my other chat I saw it. Yeah, I didn't even get it. Whack. Boss replacements later on Nexus mods? Okay. Let me take my pen and paper that I have to write down things that come up in the middle of the stream. Excuse me, where'd my pen go? Where did my pen go? Where did my pen go? I literally leave the pen right here, right next to my station at all times. There's another one I really like that replaces Meteor with Thomas the Train. No! You can't replace Meteor with Thomas the Train! No! Okay. But yeah, I think Gundyr is a nerd. And that's because I think all martial artists, while you can say a martial artist is a jock, right? It's very jank, I can imagine. While it feels like the obvious thing to say that a martial artist is a jock, I think with how much they have to dedicate to studying and learning and practicing, that's very nerd-like behavior. That is very nerd-like behavior. I think that a martial artist who is becoming a master of their craft is equally nerd as they are jock. And I say this loving Gundyr. Gundyr is, again, like I said, one of my favorite fights. Yes, I know he's really easy to parry, but if I was doing this based on ease of fighting them, that would be an entirely different story. I just think that in terms of like the way he fights and everything, he is one of my favorite fights, and I think he is a nerd. Nerd! I'm gonna bully that, and he gets bullied like a nerd. So yeah, you know what? The fact that you can bully him so easily with parries, I think that 100% solidifies he's a nerd. He is 100% a nerd. Okay, Ancient Wyvern. I'm trying to find a good image of the Ancient Wyvern. Where you can see its features. Perfect, found one. Okay, boom. So, poor Gundyr, yeah. Stop bullying my boy. I love him. All right, Ancient Wyvern. Smash. Ancient Wyvern, giant, huge, right? Big dude. I think Ancient Wyvern's a prep. Like, he's pretty metal, but I think, you know, the fact that he's so confident in himself that, like, you know, he kind of just like wanders around that arena, right? Does what he has to. He's the Ancient Wyvern, right? I think he's kind of prep, honestly. Like, he's, again, we're going stereotypical, like, old high school movie prep. Like, they're always like flabbergasted by some super simple thing because they're overthinking something, or they're just like not paying attention. They're so confident in themselves they don't notice the small thing, right? And that's how I feel like the Ancient Wyvern is. I feel like he just doesn't respect you because he thinks he's so much better than you. I think he is a prep. Maybe have you heard of the Skull the Hero Slayer? The first two bosses, we have a giant tree and two MILFs with rapiers. Whoa! And yes, I'm simping for them because they have dat booba. I have heard of Skull the Hero Slayer. I had no idea anything other than how cute the game looks. This is the first time hearing of that. But yeah, so I'm gonna say Ancient Wyvern's a prep. Okay, Nameless King. Another fight that is very dramatic, very cool, and I'm trying to find a good image of him. Okay, there, perfect. Okay, what the hell is that? That's not what I thought it was. Okay, hopefully this file can load. So, Nameless King, Jock, he got the sauce. I can see what you're saying, right? I understand where you're coming from. That did not work. I have to go get a different file. Hold on. Okay, this one. I want to make sure you guys can see. There we go. That's good. That's fine. That's acceptable. Is it great? No. Is it acceptable? Yes. I will take acceptable. Okay. If you don't put him Jock, the entire list is not worthy. Ooh. You're gonna throw hands with me? All right. Nameless King. He got that Riz. He comes at you with that. Okay. Let's put this up to the crowd, right? Why is he barefoot? I've never noticed he's barefoot. Well, we know Miyazaki does love his barefoot people. He hates shoes. So, Nameless King. You fight him in the clouds, first of all. He comes in riding a dragon. You could say that that's like the Jock rolling in on his like on like his Corvette, rolling in his Mustang, right? Rolls in with this ride, and then you bang it up. Dude, this guy looks so freaking awesome. I love Nameless King. Nameless King's a really cool fight. So again, he rides in initially on his dragon. And then when you kill the dragon, he saps the power from it to charge himself with lightning. And then he fights you himself. And he literally will soar through that fight. Like he Omae wa mo Shinderu. does his super dash. He's a greaser, but it's not an option. He is kind of a greaser. I was interrupted it as he's putting his dragon out of its misery. Yeah, a lot of people kind of skip that cutscene. It's a very long cutscene. It is very cool the first time. It's very long the second time. The discount dragon. It is really not much of a dragon. It's like a wyvern. It is a wyvern, actually. So I can see Jock. He got that flow, he got that riz, you know, he got the sauce. I could also see Weeb because he's got all that nameless king, not so nameless. Faram is his name. The Faram Knights. Is that they confirm it? Because I know there's a lot of theories that he's like the disgraced son of Gwyn real. Yeah, I remember there was a lot of fan theories about him. Like that one option was that he was like a son of Gwyn, nameless son of Gwyn. And a couple other theories. I had no idea that he's described as a god of war in some item descriptions. For him as a god of war. That's true. What? Don't grab my water. So, I can see the Jock argument. I can see a Weeb argument. He's definitely Gwyn's eldest son. Got it. I can see the Weeb argument. I can see the Jock argument. I also can see the theater kid argument because, I mean, honestly, the nameless king can go into pretty much any of these categories. The big question that remains unanswered to this day is who Gwyn's wife was. She was also disgraced. We'll never know. Or maybe we will one day. This guy is what weebs want to be. This is the king of the weebs. But yeah, so I mean, okay. So let's go over it one more time. He rides in on a dragon. He channels lightning through all of his abilities. Once you kill his dragon, he very dramatically stabs his dragon to sap the power from it to charge himself with lightning and gather the power of the wind. And then he's got that like wind aura around him, right? He's got his hyper dash, he's got the riz, but he's also super dramatic. It's real rough. It's real rough. Like, I don't want to go with prep again just because he's king, because he's got, like, he's a disgraced prep, which makes him not a prep anymore. He could be weeb. He could be jock. He could be theater kid. I want to say I'm team jock. I was also going to say I originally was thinking he's theater kid because of how dramatic he is. But thinking about jock, right? He's the jock who was on the team, fouled somebody. Theater kid? I also want to lean theater kid, but I'm going to go with jock. And the reason being is that I feel like he's that, like, he was on the football team and, you know, he went a little overboard, tackled somebody during training, broke their back, and then they had to take him off the team. But he never stopped being a jock. He just always was playing on the sides, right? I'm going to go with jock. Thanks for subscribing, Roxanne Avis. Thank you. Hello. Welcome to our tier list. This is what we have right now. You guys didn't get to see the thing, but at least you heard the sound, the summoning sound. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with jock. I was originally gonna say theater kid. I think this is the second time that I've changed my mind. What was that? Oh, the second alert. There's not supposed to be a second alert, but there is a second alert. I don't know why that happens, because it's not supposed to be active anymore. Is it this one? I think it's this one. It's funny because that doesn't work on any other screen. It only works on this screen. Anyways, yeah, so Nameless King, jock. I'm sorry, Bugs. I was 100% with you originally. And I think that was one of the things I led with when we were talking about this, is that I think Nameless King is a theater kid. Like, look how dramatic he is, the way he does everything, like 100%. I know so many theater kids just like that. But thinking about it, I also feel like he's that jock that just never stopped playing. He's always, you know, ballin' is a state of mind, and he never stopped thinking it. Okay, next up, Soul Cinder. This boss, he's an adult that always thinks of high school days. Yeah, he's that football player that, like, you know, whenever you talk to him about like how what, like hey uncle, you know, how's it been? Goth or theater? I do. Ooh, you know what? I didn't even think about goth, but I could see it actually. I could see Soul Cinder being goth. I was leaning towards theater, but Team Goth, I'm starting to lean towards goth. Like, I was thinking theater because I like to think of his weapons as props, right? He's got all those props. Switches between the sword, the spear, the staff, the curved sword, the style of him, the way he would dress. Crystal Sage, band theater, not nerd. Yeah, I went with theater kid. The reason I went with Crystal Sage as a theater kid instead of a nerd was that I thought the fight was very dramatic. He's got all those lights, you know, he's got all those crystals that he puts out. It's like the lights on the stage, and then he calls in the rest of the band when he summons his clones. Like, it felt very theater to me, very band and theater to me. But yeah, I want to say Soul of Cinder. I don't think he's weeb. Fair enough. Yeah. I want to say Soul of Cinder. Ooh, goth. Goth is seeming like a pretty good option, but again, I'm going to hate the frackin' nerd though. I'm gonna go with Soul of Cinder as a theater kid. Again, I think that if you think about it, with his weapons being props, I feel like he's a theater kid. He just keeps busting out the props and improvising on the scene. He's just so dramatic. Like, the way he sits there when he drops to 0 health to heal, it's just so much of a no. I mean, you could also say it's kind of weeb, but I feel like it's like that moment where he drops down and he starts to monologue before the fight turns around. But yeah, I'm gonna go with theater kid. I can see goth. I can 100% understand the idea of him being a goth. Whoa, my stream says it's dying. Am I alive, guys? Hello? Are you there? My connection just throttled. Am I alive? You're good? Okay. I'm watching my connection just like on my end. It's like, it might be because I have a buffer kind of protecting it, but my connection literally just went like red, yellow, red, green, red, yellow, and just kept jumping. All right, cool. As long as we're still here. But yeah, I'm going with Soul of Cinder is a theater kid. You're all 100% welcome to form your own opinions and disagree with me. That's fine. But I'm going with he's a theater kid. Okay, so now is a hard one. I gotta get Champion Gravetender and the Gravetender Great Wolf. So I need a picture of both of them together. I guess we're really more concerned about the Gravetender than the wolf, but let's see if I can find a picture with both of them. So it's just a dude and his dog. Just a dude and his dog. Okay. Down, bam, bam, bam. Okay. So let's go Gravetender. Boom. This guy's pretty cool, in my opinion. Plenty of people can disagree. I think the fight's incredibly easy. I think that this fight is super easy. but I really like it because it gives me a big, like, this is like, it feels very young Artorias when he's with Sif. Because it's a callback to Sif in a way, just Sif without a weapon. I don't know for this one. Okay. It's a little rough. So it's kind of hard, honestly. This is probably going to be the first one that I'm going to be like, I really don't know where to put this. Because we don't know too much about the Gravetender. What the dog doing? The dog's trying to murder. I might go with nerd, okay? And here's why. It's a Gravetender. This is somebody who... Oh, actually, a Gravetender? That's kind of goth. That's kind of metal. And you know what? I do know plenty of goth kids who've got huge dogs. Like, freaking massive dogs. I want to say it's goth. Like... you know, they might not look it. I was really thinking goth. Yeah, you know, they kind of look it a little bit. They're a little, okay, maybe not. They're a little weird, but I feel like the dog, between the dog and the fact that they're a Gravetender, goth or librarian. Well, there's not really a librarian slot. I guess that would be nerd. But I was about to say I was gonna go with nerd, but thinking about it, I'm gonna go with goth. Grave tending's pretty metal. Honestly, I could go any way with this, but I feel like goth is the way to go. Okay, this one. Sister Freed. Okay, let me get the image for Sister Freed. We'll go ahead and use the one that's got the dad. Even though it's specifically Sister Freed, but the dad is part of the fight, so we'll go ahead and grab it. So Sister Freed. This picture sucks. Sorry, hold on. New picture. This one? Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. So I'm trying to find a better picture. Maybe this one. Let me see how this comes out. Okay, let me try this. Prep. That's a big dad. This is my favorite boss. She's definitely either a nerd or theater kid. Ooh, we're real divided here. Nerd, theater kid, prep. I like that. Okay, let me see if this picture's any better. Which one was it? This one? Whoa, that's a big picture. It's not much better. Actually, it's a little bit better. Kind of, not really. Okay, so dad in the back. I don't know which picture was better. One way or another. Nerd, theater kid, prep. It's kind of weeb. It's a little weeb in a way. But damn, that girl turned into weeb. Sister Freed does have a lot of simps. Okay. I want to say theater kid. I also wanted to say prep. This is such a hard one. I want to say collectively. Like if you take them individually, right? The dad is a prep and the daughter might be kind of weeb. Like she sits there and she pulls out a second scythe. She anime slashes you. Goth? Goth's a pretty good one. You know, dad's got big goth energy. Oh, we're real split on this one. Ooh. I can see goth. I can see goth actually. You know, because he's got like the older goth vibe. And then she's got... Okay, if we take them as one unit, right? I know it says Sister Freed on the thing, but we're going to take them as one unit because they are technically both in the fight. And they are both bosses. If we try to classify them together, I feel like it has to go to either goth or theater kid. Because theater kid wise, it gives me like big Othello and his daughter vibe. I can't remember her name. Antigone, maybe? Gives me big vibes of that. but it also does give me like, you know, the older goth and the younger goth vibe. Like he's the metalhead, not really goth, metalhead, like old metalhead, right? He's sitting there, always talks about Metallica, just won't shut up about Metallica. And then Sister Freed is like the new goth. You know, she resurrects her brother, so some satanic rituals aren't foreign to her. They're pretty, ooh, yeah, you know what? You make good points, Bugs. Oh, God. It is a really good fight. It is a really good fight. I can definitely see the nerd theater kid aspect. Because they don't want to be bothered. He just wants to study his bowl. The theater kid aspect I can see because, again, it gives me big Antigone vibes. But I'm going to go with Bugs on this one. I'm going to go with Bugs on this one. Just because I think taking them together... You could argue, yeah, I can kind of see the prep aspect to it, but I do see the metalhead dad. Like he was a metalhead when he was in high school and he just never let it go. And then she's like into new, like, I don't even know what new metal would be, but she's into that. Okay, Demon Prince. So this is a rough one because the Demon Prince starts out as 2 demons and then becomes 1 Demon Prince, right? Or am I thinking of a different fight? Trying to find a good picture of the Demon Prince. I like that one. That's not what I'm looking for. I think this works. Okay. Demon Prince. Bat Demon. He's goth. It does feel very cut and simple and cut. Demon Prince does seem very goth. Like, look at him. Look at this. I was about to say man, but it's not a man. Smash. He's... It kind of gives me like Avenged Sevenfold. Bat. Pretty metal to me indeed, yeah. It's pretty second favorite Dark Souls 3 boss for me. Definitely goth, possibly nerd. I feel like we're pretty agreed on this one. I feel like it's gonna be pretty goth. Like, I don't feel like there's really much. I could definitely argue that there's a little bit of weeb to this because, you know, it's very dramatic when the power transfer happens, but I feel like even with that, I feel like everything else, you wouldn't say goth, he's all metal to me. Metal, yeah, I'd say metal. Yeah, you know what, that's fair. More metal than goth. Like, you know, every metal band has to do something with a bat. So, I feel like that's pretty cut and dry. That's pretty cut and dry. Okay. This is where we have to take this one not as the boss itself. We're gonna use the image for the fight, but the thing that's gonna be weird about this is that we'll have to take Half-Light. He's a giant fire-spitting demon from hell. How is that goth? Nah, you tripping? Damn, we're gonna have a fight here. It's pretty metal, honestly. I'm leaning towards Bugs with this one, on it being pretty heavy metal. Like, I could see the goth aspect. It's definitely the goth aesthetic, but I think I'm gonna side with Bugs on this one. I want to say that it's pretty metal. I can definitely see it though. I can see either side. Ooh, this is a big picture. Hold on, guys. let me shrink it back down. Like, he could be a metal cover looking like that. He could straight up be like a metal, the cover to a metal album. Let me shrink down the bottom of this. Okay. So, Half-Light. The thing about Half-Light, anyone can be Half-Light. Spear of the Church, like, you go in and you make a vow to serve the church, and you are now Half-Light. You are somebody else's boss. I feel like I want to say weeb. I was gonna say prep because, you know, they're kind of like guarding. I was gonna say prep. You say prep, Bugs, and I was kind of leaning towards prep because it's like, you know, they're protecting the church. They're very insular, but I want to say weeb because of the fact that you're making a pact. You are taking that power and you're going, I will claim the power of the church for myself and I will defend it. Like, it's kind of got that, like, you know, Hero in Another World vibe to it. Only Katana Boss. easy weeb. But yeah, I want to say Half-Light is a weeb. Half-Light's a weeb. You have to make that call to take on the power, which is very weeb-like to me. Prep is all about pacts. That's true, but I also feel like prep is a lot about, like, you know, where you come from. It looks kind of like a random tarnished. It does kind of look like a tarnished. They never say where Half-Light comes from. Well, I mean, other than the fact that it can be anybody in Dark Souls. But I feel like the fact that anybody can be Half-Light makes it by default not prep. I feel like you kind of have to be born into prepness, or you have to be prep from the beginning. Like, it's very hard. I feel like, you know, again, we're talking stereotypical movie cliques. You're born a prep. You don't become a prep. You can maybe fake being a prep, but you don't go to the preps and be like, I want to be a prep also, right? You join, they're just gonna, he's a nerd because let's face it, we're all nerds. That's a good argument. By default, anybody playing Dark Souls 3 and then who can then become Half-Light is by default kind of a nerd. That is a really good argument. Wow, okay, hold on. It's a little meta, but that's a really good argument. Fair take. Yeah, you know what? I have to relent. I was so sure about weeb, but I think Bugs makes a really good point. All right, you win that one, Bugs. I cannot argue with it. I cannot argue with it. Okay, Dark Eater Midear. Our last two bosses are really cool. Lore-wise, Midear is probably one of my favorite bosses. Lore-wise, Midear is really cool. Emo! Midear is very emo. And you know, we were talking about how where it broke. Hold on, I gotta get another image of Midear. It's not working. The one I put in just doesn't work. Okay, hold on. I got this. That's not the image I want. We'll use this one. We're gonna use this one. This will probably work. Midear. Okay. So yeah, I don't know the lore about him. So Midear is this one? Boom. Excuse me? Oh, wait, it is working. It just shrunk the image too much. Hold on, let me try the other one again. This one? They're kind of small images. I wish the images were a little bit bigger. Hold on. Let me do the other one. I like the yelling Midear. Okay, so Dark Eater Midear. Let's go ahead and break down the lore on Dark Eater Midear a little bit. I am gonna lean a little bit towards goth emo, right? Because again, we talked about how the difference between a jock is a jock, I feel like is gonna, like stereotypically, is gonna land that one hit. Thomas the Train, please no. We're not gonna Thomas the Train Midear right now. So, lore-wise, Dark Eater Midear, right? So we can talk about Artorias. Artorias was a knight who went into the abyss to try to fight back the abyss. And the argument is that he, you know, maybe stalled it, but that nobody can really fight the abyss. No mortal can fight the abyss. And so he was overcome by it and he failed, right? Midear has single-handedly been fighting back the abyss since forever. Dark Eater Midir is the epitome of a warrior. When you fight Midir, you know, you think about a lot of the beast type mobs, beast type bosses. That's pretty goth. It is pretty goth. That's pretty metal. It's pretty a lot of those categories up there. But think of it this way. When you fight a beast type enemy, right? Think about like Elden Ring fighting a dragon, right? When you get behind them, they will just use their tail, right? They just use their tail, kind of swing at you, and then they'll kind of like slowly turn after. Midir will do everything. It's too broad. That's true. That's why I originally had it as just goth. But the people were like, well, where's the, like, metals to blah, blah, blah. Okay. Here, you know what? Here's what we'll do. We're going to close these in, and we're going to reassess everything at the end. We'll close these down to just goth and theater kid for these two, which I think is fine. I think all these ones still sit, we're pretty much just all theater kid, but we might have to reassess goth at the end of this. So Midir is different from all other beast type mobs, bosses, anything, because he will deliberately, like a warrior, try to keep you in front of him. When he tail swipes, he will regain his space back up from you with the tail swipe and face you. When he attacks, he tries to keep you directly in front of him, and if you get too close, he will try to back up to put space between you. He 100% fights like a warrior, like a player, basically. And Midir is just by lore one of the strongest warriors because, again, he's been single-handedly holding back the abyss. So, by removing metal and emo, do we think that Midir is goth? Sounds like an epic fight. It is a really good fight. It is a really good fight. He's really cool. He's a pain in the butt. And just in terms of the way he moves around, he's very feral. He's feral but controlled. It's kind of like Artorias, where you can see that Artorias, he's up there, not a question. Yeah. Okay, so we'll put him up here in goth. I also feel like he's pretty goth. Again, while he's very controlled, he swings very wildly, which is, as I said, I feel like the difference between a goth and a jock fighting is a jock is going to take you out in one punch. A goth's going to keep swinging until you stop moving. And then last one. And then we're going to go ahead and revisit goth and see if we want to move anybody now that it's not metal anymore. But let's first finish up with Gale. I like how I thought this was going to go a lot faster. And here we are at the 2-hour mark. And we're finishing up the last one. So this actually was like perfect timing. My all-time favorite from Soft Boss. Gale is really, really cool. Deacons of the Deep is jocks. You know, X said the same thing. X came in and said the same thing. I will break it down for you the same way I broke it down earlier. The way we classify deacons as jocks is that they roll real deep. There's a lot of them in that room. Jocks are the only ones I know who gonna roll 20 men deep into a fight. Do they fight like jocks? Maybe not, right? But they also have a chest bump. One of the deacons will chest bump you. That's pretty jock. And then again, that's true. Cowards can't fight fair. Yep. All right, Gale. This is Team Jock. I do feel like Gale's a jock. But I'm gonna, before we He's pretty emo. He's pretty emo. He's kind of goth. He has a lot of skulls in his motif. I feel like the only one, I fought him earlier today. I feel like the only one we can say for sure he's not. I don't think he's a prep. I don't think he's a nerd. I am hesitant to say he's a weeb because I just feel like that's not accurate. Theater kid, he's dramatic, but I don't think he's theater kid. I think it comes down to, again, goth or jock. Because he has a lot of skulls in his motif. The cloak is very goth. He's obsessed with Dark Soul. It's pretty emo goth. It is pretty emo, pretty goth. But again, you know, let's rephrase it, right? If you think of the Dark Soul as like, you know, the high school tournament championship trophy, that could be Jock. You know, he's striving for that trophy, right? It depends how we look at it. It's real rough. Like, yeah, him going for the Dark Soul, that's pretty goth. His obsession for victory is pretty jock. The way he fights, it feels very jock to me. He's a tough one. Gale is such a unique fight because he's essentially a character. Like, he's got a single health bar and he is trying to, like, he's essentially a Dark Souls 1 character who has survived all this time all the way to Dark Souls 3. It's pretty wild. It's rough. I think I'm gonna go with Jock. Because again, I feel like if we think of the Dark Soul as, like, you know, the trophy at the end of the tournament, his obsession with it, with winning, the way he carries himself, the way he moves, it's also determined. Feels very Jock to me. He's a trained body. Fell asleep in my chair for like a whole 10 minutes. Dude, a quads. I know you were gonna stream, but what? That sounds like he needs to sleep. But yeah, I want to say he's a jock. I'm going with X on this one. I think he's jock. Now, before we say that this is our final tally, now that we've removed metal and emo from this category, now that this is just goth, right? Do we want to move anybody? I feel like the Greatwood is still pretty goth. I said goth in the beginning. I still want to say it's goth. Wolnir, same thing. I personally still think he's goth. I think that, you know, while he is a lord, just everything about him, the shadows, the skulls, the skull goblet, goth. Demon King. I am considering, while the old Demon King does have that, like, while I was very convinced he went up here when I had metal up here, because he seemed like an old metalhead, I almost want to say that by taking away metal, I feel like he has to move categories. Because I feel like he was metal, but I don't know that I feel like he's goth. Like, yeah, he's a demon. Yeah, he's kind of got like that kind of, like, you know, look to him. There are a lot of goths in this high school. There are a lot of goths in this high school. This high school is very dominated by goths. I'm gonna say that the old Demon King is no longer goth. He's pure metal though. I do think he's pure metal, but I think if we don't have metal here, I think goth is very distinct from metal. Because, and I think that's what it comes down to. I think goth and metal are very different, right? And I think anybody who was a goth or metalhead knows that they are very different. Yeah, they have similar interests and they're kind of in the same sphere, but they are very different. I want to say that by getting rid of metal, I almost feel like there's a bit of overlap between the two. There is a bit of overlap. I do think that there's a distinction though, because I feel like, you know, if you went up to, I have a friend who's very, metal's too broad. Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. Oh, I do think he's got to move. Goth should be the most prominent one. The whole series is goth overtones. Exactly. But that's exactly why we can't just keep making everybody goth. I think Champion Gravetender is still going to stay here. I think Sister Freya is still going to stay here. I actually think everybody stays here except Old Demon King. I think he's the only one who I want to move. Because metal, 100%. I 100% felt like he was metal. But I think when you take away metal, I think that there could be a better category for him. I want to say Theater Kid. And the reason I say Theater Kid is when I think of him doing that move that summons the meteors, it's so dramatic. I could almost say Weeb. Ooh, ah. You know, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of overlap, I feel like. I don't know why. There's a lot of overlap between metalheads and weebs. I sleep now. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you too, X. Dude, I'm glad you came in here to share very strong opinions. That's exactly what I wanted. I hope you tune in. We do a lot of Souls content. We do a lot of Elden Ring. We do a lot of other stuff. If you enjoy hanging out with me, I hope you'll come back. Otherwise, have a good night. We will catch you next time if we see you again, because it has been fun having you here. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Old Demon King. I feel like is now a weeb. Right on. Was happy to tune in. I don't watch streams so often, but next time I do, I'll tune in for sure. Sounds good. I will keep an eye out for you. But yeah, I think that him casting his meteor spell is very weeb. He stands there for so long, channeling that spell, acting like he's invincible. That's 100% weeb behavior right there. Like, I would almost say Theater Kid, but I feel like it's just a little even more over the top. Remember, check out those textures I mentioned? If you wonder what they look like, I uploaded a bunch of videos with them. It brings a lot of replayability. I will check them out 100%, because it's very, like, that's very interesting to me. Like, the idea of seeing Pursuer replace Dragonslayer armor is really interesting, actually. But yeah, I think I'm happy with the way this is. This is what I really feel like we would say is the... I feel like this is how I would categorize all these people. So, real quick, I'm going to throw us into the chatting screen while I save this. And then I'm going to pull them all back out. You can replace Gale with Artorias, Nameless King as Ornstein. Ooh, Artorias Gale. Oh my god, I can see it. When we do our next run of Dark Souls 3 where we do 6 hours to beat it, I'm going to probably put that mod on, if I'm being honest. Okay, so let me put us into the chatting screen. Let me switch the music over to the other song. Let's go to Ghost Parade. Fuck yeah, I'll tune in for sure. Now I sleep for real. All right, sounds good. See you, X. Have a good night. Okay, so let me download that image. Yeah, I'm happy with the way we kind of classified everybody. I think that we got them into good categories. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make one more trip to the restroom because I said it earlier. I just got back from the gym before I started stream, and I'm full of water. So I'll be right back. Actually, I'm gonna put us on the BRB screen. Be right back. I'm back. Whew, fishing again. Damn alligators. Fuck, because the alligators keep eating all the fish. Okay. Catch anything different? Some say there's squids in this here river. You never know. So, it's 10 o'clock now, for me, at least. What are we thinking? I could save the moveset rating for another time, or I could do a really quick, like, move them into what I think they'd be based on their, like, where I'd rank their movesets. And then we discuss the, like, the ones you guys want explained. Or we do it another time that we can spend some time on it, spend another 2 hours on it. I don't think it would be 2 hours. I think that classifying them, ranking them based on their moveset, I think will go quicker. Because there's a lot of ones that could be like, yeah, I just don't really like that moveset. Know what I mean? And then there's a lot that I feel like no bites yet. Yep. Unfortunately, I think we've been fishing up this river. I'm gonna have to go restock them fish. I'm gonna have to go buy the fish from the market. But yeah. I don't know. What you guys thinking? I'm willing to do a quick darn gators chase the fish away. Yep. Yeah. I'm willing to... Oh, if you don't know, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, I know. I know. I can do whatever. This is my place. But yeah, you know what? Let's do really quick. I'm going to reset this. I'm going to classify them into... add one row above. I'm going to classify these into... I don't like this scuff category. Some dead space. We could do some dead space. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We'll save this. We'll go ahead and do dead space. Because it's true, I would like to do some dead space. Okay. Here's what we will do. I'm gonna put this to the just chatting screen while I get set up, because it's gonna take me a hot minute to switch to dead space. And I'm gonna start setting up. I'm gonna drink some water, get myself get my throat rehydrated. I had soup. I ate half of it, and I just didn't eat the other half. So, but I will worry about my soup another time. What we will do Let me start getting this all set up. But yeah, let me start getting this set up. We'll do maybe an hour of Dead Space. I say that as if I have any sort of self-restraint. I cannot let myself get carried away into it. See, that's why I didn't originally say Dead Space. I was like, I feel like if I start playing Dead Space, I'm not going to be able to stop. But, well, I mean, if you guys ask for Dead Space, who am I to turn you down? Like, I'd just be a horrible, horrible person. Well, you know, you guys twisted my arm. I guess I've gotta play Dead Space. Oh, dang. Oh, I don't remember if I finished asking. Did you guys see that video that Zero posted in the Discord? So I was the one who brought up the idea that, like, she basically did exactly what I was saying with it. But oh my god, it was so funny to me. I'm like, that's exactly what I imagined. This is exactly how the fight felt. Must be a shame to be forced to play by your viewers. Oh no. Well, what a shame. It appears that I am being held at gunpoint. What will I do? But yeah. So let's do some Dead Space. Okay. Let me pull the game up. Where's my screen? Oh, what was that noise my throat made? Okay. Is it working? Hello? Capture? Excuse me? What? Excuse me? What? Why? What? Capture? Oh, whoops. I was on the wrong screen. Sorry, my bad. That was me. That was on me. That was my bad. My mistake. Okay. Let me do this. Let me pop a cough drop. Oh, sorry, you're gonna hear rattling. And then let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Oh, wait. You guys can't hear anything. And the reason you guys can't hear anything is because I can't hear anything. I like how I said I'm going to set up and then I didn't set up properly. Whoops, my bad. Hold on. Back here. Oh, wow, we're back here. Weird. I completely forgot that this is on my my console, so it takes an extra step of setup. So what you guys don't know, right? Or maybe you do, you know. I don't want to assume you don't know. But the way I have to capture audio for console, because I use a headset, because I don't have speakers, right? What I end up having to do, I have to plug in a headset splitter. I plug in a headset splitter, and one plug goes to my computer, and one plug goes to a headset. So I've got cables everywhere. Okay. Okay. Now you guys can hear, yes? We're good? Might have been easier just to get it on PC. It might have been, but I was... Whoa! It just put me straight in from here? I just realized, like, the screen that I was on before, when I hit continue, was, it was literally where I was standing. It might have been easier to get on PC. My concern was that my CPU wouldn't have been able to handle the game. My graphics card 100% could handle it. My CPU, debatable. Okay. Okay. I'm injured. I'm injured. Use one of these. Okay. Reload, please. Okay. Oh, it's dark. Am I going? Ooh. I forgot how loud the game is in my headset. I'm trying to turn it down just a little bit. It's a little too loud in my headset. Okay. Excuse me? How far are we going? Who's there? Ooh. Money. Okay. Who's whispering to me, huh? Who dares whisper to me? What's this? You hear that whale noise? Oh, just straight up a whale noise. Why is there a stasis container here? It's dark. It's just straight up a whale noise. Clearance! I don't like that. I don't like when there's a vent behind me. Okay, it's fine. Nothing else in here, really? Huh. Okay. I want to play the Resident Evil. So while we're on the topic of remakes, I say as though we were talking about remakes. I want to play the Resident Evil 4 remake, but I'm debating it still. 5 out of 5 zones checked. Conditions subpar. More absences. It's not just the unitologist sneaking off for religious exemptions or whatever. We're seeing serious gaps in the rotation. People going on sick with sleep deprivation, self-inflicted injuries, or just disappearing. They go off shift and they don't come back. Someone said the ship's been attacked. Bullshit. We're at the ass end of nowhere. Who'd come all this way to attack a mining ship? And yeah, the captain's dead, but Carmack says one of the bridge staff killed him. I swear to God, the rumors in this deck are out of control. Update. Lost contact with the bridge. No rig link, no security hardline, nothing. Okay, this is beyond rumors. Fuck this, I'm getting out while I still can. What a smart man or woman. I didn't see who it was. Huh. Excuse me? How dare you? How? I just got jump scared by a bag. I'm upset now. Alright, let's craft. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Additional power node has been added. Plasma cutter. Okay, now, so SP2 is cartridge rack, increases ammunition capacity. SP1 is heat accumulator, applies damage over time to each shot. That's really good. Rate of fire, reload. Okay, let's do one capacity upgrade. Ripper. Suit. Let's take the size upgrade for the stasis zone. Stasis duration is really good. Let's go ahead and take that too. Okay, and then we're gonna save the rest for when I need ammo. I'm gonna be very greedy with that. Ooh, could I have gone health? Hold on. Can I get health to get my health back? I know I just used a healing thing, but damn it. 2. I don't want to use 2. Okay. That's fine. I don't need health. I'm a gamer. Alright. Wait, I remember this room. Hold on. I'm gonna want the second container. I remember this room. No, not the scary backpack. I don't want the scary backpack. All right, let me in. I'm gonna need this. I remember this from the first time I played this game, the original. Oh god.
Decontamination sequence activated. Please stand by.
Oh god. I hate this room. Ooh, this is real spooky on the remake. Who's there? Excuse me? Whoa, baby! The buzzsaw and the baby. Oh! Baby! Get wrecked, baby! Idiot. Who's there? I hear you. Stop! What? Whoa! Uh-oh. Idiot. Uh-oh. Give me a claw. Woo! I didn't scream. That was you guys. You guys screamed. I'm very brave. Get away from me. Get away from me. Don't worry, guys. I'm here to protect you. I'm so brave.
Decontamination sequence complete. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you for your patience. I hated that. I hated that. Medium medpack schematic. Okay. Sentries control north and south? Excuse me? Who's whispering in my ear? Who's speaking sweet? Oh, it's so dark. I've got a gun. A power node. It's gooey over here. Ripper blade. Power node. I feel like I need to go in there. Oh well, whatever. It's probably... Ooh, what was that? There's like smoke here. You see that? It's weird. Alright, let's just run. Oh, baby! Be dead, baby! Get buzzsawed, baby! Wait, actually, oh damn it. You can't interrupt your reload. Well, dang it. That's fine. Okay, let's reload. I wasted more ammo than I got there. Is there actual lore of what they are, or are they just some generic zombie type enemy? So there is. I'm not going to talk about it just yet because we will get to the point. What was that? Excuse me? It will explain stuff to us over time, or eventually. So while I do know it and I want to talk about it, I'm gonna wait till we get there. Okay, J Temple. Tai? Uh-oh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Zhong? You there? Expletive. What's keeping them? The centrifuge is still offline. We're running out of time. C. Danvers. Colonel Danvers? No rig link contact since they left, Chief. They're gone, aren't they? But we armed them with everything we had. They'd have sent word if there was trouble. What, did they fall down a hole? Wait, hold on. Do I have the beep button? Damn it, I don't. I have a sensor beep. I just don't have it active. There's full tectonic load hanging off our ass. What if we turn off the gravity tethers, drop the load, buy ourselves time? I tried. Unless I rip out half the ship's wiring, it takes a CEC board member's override to drop all that ore. Can't risk fucking off the... or can't risk pissing off the shareholders? You can't say pissing, but you can say ass? And without the centrifuge to balance the ship, we're talking planetfall in hours if we're lucky. If we're that lucky. Okay. Ooh. Semiconductor. But yeah, there is lore about what kind of, like, what's the deal with the zombies. The necromorphs, as they're called. And we are two to three chapters, I think, from getting there. I used to love this part. I lied. I actually used to hate this part.
Entering zero gravity.
But this was where...
Warning. Centrifuge offline. Please attach generator modules manually.
So this is weird. Okay, so here's the thing, right? When you played this in the first one, you didn't have the ability to take off. You had to use elevators and stuff. And when you wanted to use the gravity, what you had to do was, sorry, the noise. You had to, like, jump in a straight line. Oh, an oxygen tank. Excuse me? Who's there? Whoa! A little hard to navigate sometimes. Whew. Where'd he go? I saw him. Oh, he's on the roof. There we go. Easy money. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. No! There, movement. Wow, I used to love this part. Literally 0.1 second later, I lied. I hated this part. Look. The game is... There's a lot of parts that I hate as much as I love. That's the best way I can put it. Is that for in equal parts I love and hate this game. In a good way. In a good way. Let me make that clear. I don't hate it as in like, oh, this is terrible, it's the worst section. I hate it as in it's made me so uncomfortable. Interesting, so this is the way they're gonna do it, huh? I've got a safety spear, don't make me use it. Okay, so it looks like you still have to do it the same way you had to do it in the old one. So, what we're gonna do, let's see, right? So, you can see that spinning, right? It's very fast. You try to put it in, boom, it does that. So what you gotta do, there's a reason why they gave you stasis, which is so that way you could do that, and then do that.
Generator module attached.
Let me make sure I didn't miss any items before I forget. Pretty smart. Yep. So you're supposed to kind of figure it out. It's not like there's... Hello? Who's there? Oh god! Sorry, I didn't mean to scream. Where'd he go? I lost him. I found him. Whew. Bullseye, baby! Get wrecked. That's what you get for jump scaring me. I hate these things. I think I accidentally used a med kit at some point. Which is fine. Connect, please. There we go. Okay.
Generator module attached. Clutch engaged.
The
All
clutch is
personnel
engaged.
Clear for centrifuge restart.
Okay. So, let me really quickly get disoriented first of all. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. So, now we have to engage the centrifuge. Danger! I don't think your worst concern is your hand being crushed. So this was supposed to be your hint on what to do, is, you know, connect the thing and don't get your hand crushed. Now we turn on the centrifuge. Let's make gravity! Okay.
Centrifuge activated.
I should have got more air.
Establishing balance with tectonic load.
I hate this part. Okay, here comes the part I hate. We all know how much I love not being able to hear things.
Looks like the centrifuge is back online. All that's left is restarting the engines, right? Ready when you are.
Okay. And you really don't want to get hit by that. Whew. Ooh. Bye. Idiot. You're dumb. Item. I really want this. Oh, this is not smart. Oh, there it goes. Uh-oh, I'm gonna suffocate. I should have checked if there was an oxygen back there behind me. Hey, how's it going? Oh, I have no I have no thing. Can you just get buzzsawed, please? Thank you. Cool, thanks for dying. Do I have I don't have a stasis? Okay, it's fine. I did, okay. Oh, please! Oh, God. This one. Yes, my hand is my concern next to that thing. Oh, God, my hand might be crushed, guys. I gotta be really careful. Oh, I hate this. I hate not being able to hear. It gives me that feeling of like when you're underwater and everything's like muffled. I hate that. Fine? I'm fine. I'm not fine! I'm not fine! Everything's not fine! Everything's not fine! Everything's super not fine! You're not fine! I'm fine. I'm suffocating. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oxygen, 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 oxygen. Breathe, please! Nice. I wasn't concerned. Alright, let's save. I don't want to do that again. Saving. Nice. Whew. Alright. This might actually be hard. Yep, here we go. Oh God, it's so disorienting. Blast it! God. Oh, that was just as unsettling as it was the first time I remember it happening. Oh, God. Ew. Whew. Yeah, if you wondered what made the holes in the wall, you better watch out before you become part of the next H anime. Yep, yeah. Well, you know.
Warning. Orbital position approaching critical.
Gotta go back that way.
Correct course immediately.
Yeah. I know. But what if there's an item back here suddenly? Well, there wasn't. Okay, we should go correct the course immediately. I've seen enough to know where. Oh, it's dark. Huh? Hello? It's very dark. Hello? Uh-oh. Oh, thank God I don't have to decon again. Who's there? Oh. Is it still in there? Okay, as long as it's still in there. Whew. Let's calmly go ahead and upgrade. Let's go ahead and get HP now. Alright. I want to get up to this. So let's go ahead. I do want damage. I want damage and I want that. Take capacity. Rate of fire. I do like the Ripper, but old reliable, the plasma cutter. Why do I not have health? You see how my health bar is empty right now? I think it bugged out when I upgraded my health. I might need to get hit to fix it. Actually, I don't want to open that. I don't trust it. There's gonna be something in there this time. Excuse me? That was rude. Alright. I got the Ripper. I'm ready. Who's there? Yeah, that's what I thought. Bum bum. Alright, we just gotta correct the course, guys. That's all we gotta do. They apparently took out one of my favorite sections from the game.
Fuel storage is unlocked. It'll give you access to the engine chamber.
Ah, we don't need to save yet. There's really no indicator for my health being full, even though it should. You okay? I'm not taking any chances. You're getting stomped.
Entering zero gravity.
Okay. Suspicious.
Hey, Hammond. I cracked the secure files.
No
Think
power,
we're
huh?
here for more than just a mining claim, huh?
What do you mean?
This outbreak started on the colony after the miners dug up some artifacts. Something alien.
That's impossible.
But it would explain why Aegis 7 is meant to be off limits, right? Earth Gov's orders. When the miners found the artifact, they reported hallucinations, paranoia, suicide. But the Ishimura brought this marker on board anyway. Like that was a plan.
Wait. The marker.
Okay, back up. Where's this marker now?
In cargo. All packaged up for delivery.
Alright, so you were asking about information about things. There's a little bit of stuff there. So the marker, remember that. Remember the marker, it's going to be very important. Stasis. Reminder. An engine in stasis is a safe engine. Yeah, it would have been helpful to have, let's say, beware of, report all injuries at once. That's a whole finger. Okay, so what is this gonna do? Now, it would be smart to turn off the fans, right? You would think that that would be... Sir? Whoa, hey, calm down. Whoa, hey, calm down, Jumpy. Sir? Can you stop? I'm just gonna blast. Start blasting. I messed it up. I meant to turn it back on so that way I could just go through. My health is broken right now. I have no idea how much health I have. Good to know that if you do what I do, it has a chance to break it. Yeah. Stasis is full. I could use a small health. Oh, it's not going to tell me. I might have to save and re-enter the game in order to fix it. Let me reload everything before I forget. Bam.
Exiting zero gravity.
Game is making it more difficult for you. Making sure you die. Yep. It's loud. Hold on. It's a little too loud. I know this section's supposed to be loud, but it's a little too loud. That's still really loud. It's still really loud, guys. But it's a little more manageable now. Flamethrower! That's going to be very useful later. So here's the thing. They don't tell you this. Oh, I should have sold this when I was back there. They don't tell you this, okay? The game has a mechanic where when you are holding, when you have a gun in your inventory, that's when it will start giving you ammo for it. I don't know if they changed it, but in the old days, if you had a gun, scanning, short-range industrial torch, it cannot be used in environments without oxygen, which makes sense. You know, you need oxygen to burn. But it used to be that if you put all your guns away, you could make sure you were only getting ammo for one gun, basically. Ew. 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 Oh. Oh, hello. That's fine. Okay, hold on. Let me turn the volume back up. Now that we're out of the extremely loud corridor. Uh-oh. There's a gooper booper. Please don't boop up. Shut your face. Anybody? He yelled so loud at me. Shimmy, shammy, shimmy, shammy, shimmy. Who's there? All this meat. Ooh, is something up here? Always remember to look up. Alright. I think we're fine. Looks like we gotta go down, so what's over here? Who's here? I dare you. I dare you. That's what I thought. Audio log.
Engineering log. My last log. Temple reporting. I can't raise anyone on Riglink. I think my team is gone. I found the kinesis module that someone used to bust the centrifuge. Burned out. Who would sabotage the Ishimura at a time like this? I'll report to the bridge, if anyone's left. And then I'm finding Elizabeth and getting us the hell off this ship.
I don't think he got off the ship. Not to be a Debbie Downer, I don't think he got off the ship. Go ahead, I dare you. Shut your face. I don't trust you. Oh, it's these things. That's what they look like in this one? Okay. I recognize the sound. That's why I was like, oh. I dare you. Go ahead, come out. It's dark in here. I'm not scared, you're scared. Okay. Flamethrower gives more damage. I don't really like the flamethrower though. The flamethrower is interesting, but it's not great. What I do want is I do want this. So I'm gonna take reload speed and the heat accumulator. So now the plasma cutter should slowly burn enemies when I hit them with it, which is good. What the hell? Oh. Ew. Okay. What's the sound? Uh-oh. This is what the flamethrower is for. These things. Specifically these things. This is almost why you have to have the flamethrower. That or you need a lot of... Who's there? Oh. Hello. He's not dead. Ooh. Ooh, that is useful. I like... Hello? Okay. Sorry, I realized I was leaning right into the mic. My bad. Let me lower it so I'm not like 100% screaming your guys' ears off. Give me that. Safety saw. Oh. Oh. Okay. Goopy. I do want to get Kinesis upgrade. I want my Kinesis to do more damage. It's real useful. Excuse me? My claw? Who's there? You're a big boy. Okay, yeah, this is what I think it is. Right? Oh, I guess not. Okay. Sorry, I thought he was gonna pop out or something. Okay. Hello again, and where is your HP gone? I want to know the answer to that question as well, Frank. I also want the answer to that question. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, bucko. But yeah, I upgraded my health. And then for some reason my health disappeared. The game decided that it wasn't hard enough for me, so now I don't get to know how much health I have. That's fine. I didn't need it. Through there, right? Yep. Okay. We're not going through there yet. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into this little room over here by blowing up this thing. Easy money. Let me in. Who's there? Who's there? No. He will do stuff if I let him, and I'm just gonna not let him. There, that's new though. The way he reacts is interesting. I have space. There we go. Okay. But yeah, so that's unfortunately what happened to my stuff is I upgraded my health, which healed me, and then as a response to me being healed, the game said I don't get to know how much health I have anymore. Oh! Sorry. That's unfortunate. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Maybe there's a stasis out here I can use. Otherwise wasn't there a stasis? Yeah, right here. Just get my one stasis back. Okay. Everything's fine, guys. Oh, I thought there was something. Spear, please. Safety spear. Remember, safety first. Uh-oh. Safety first. Who's here? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Warning. Planetfall imminent. Correct course immediately.
Yeah. Planetfall imminent, correct course, blah, 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 blah. Oh, nag. Where am I going? Engine room. What about this way? Why does it want me specifically to go that way? What's over here? Why does it very specifically want me to go that way? Oh, because there's nothing here. What a liar. It's at the engine room. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, why does it want me to go that way? Maybe this doesn't go to where I thought it went. I don't recognize this place. This new? That's locked. Not for long. I don't think this is where I needed to go. Okay, hold on. Find Kind's mining deck hideout. Where's the mining deck? I don't have a way to the mining deck. Never mind. So now this goes... Okay, well now I have to know what was the other way. I am an explorer. Intrepid and adventurous. That was weird. Oh.
Warning. Engine power failure. Replace power cell to begin ignition sequence.
No, you're not gonna come at me, bro. You're gonna take a bajillion spears and be dead. Who else wants some? Come get some. What's this? Medkit. Wait. Upgrade for wait while upgrade for plasma you pick. So now it sets enemies on fire. So it was the heat accumulator. So now when I shoot them, they light on fire. Very, very useful. Did I use any ammo from this? I did. Let's go ahead and reload. Oh shoot. I wanted the med pack. What's that? Is that a med pack? No. What is this? Power slot. But yeah, so now I have an upgrade called the heat accumulator. So when I shoot an enemy, it'll now light them on fire for a little bit, which is super useful. I do also have a flamethrower.
Engine power failure.
Yeah, I know. Engine power failure, blah, 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 blah. You're so nosy, lady. What's this? Just leave that over there for a second. Why does it feel like something bad's gonna happen to me right now?
Ignition sequence initiated. Please stand by.
Well. Oh, hello. Don't mind me, I'm just going this way now. Whoa, hello! God, you're too fast. I like how even that wasn't slow-mo. I have spears. That wasn't a spear. That's not a spear either. When I find another spear and throw it at you, you're gonna be sad. I found one. Dumb. So there's another enemy. There is another enemy. Whoa, hello! You're really close. Whoa, hey, there's a lot of you guys suddenly. We're gonna kite. Hello. Sub-Zero? Where you been? Woo! I was playing Valheim. Nice. I've been trying not to die. Oh. How's your Valheim been going? I don't need oxygen anymore. Actually, I do need stasis though. I fought a sea serpent and I got a trophy from it. Nice. I'm gonna use this medkit. Even though I have no idea how much health I have. Pick up all this flamethrower ammo. Please confirm ignition order. I will, you know. I am gonna confirm the ignition order. And mounted it above the fireplace. Look at you, you're getting fancy. Very fancy. Flamethrower fuel schematic. I want that. Oops. Drop it. It's bright in here suddenly. Turn to the tram center. Oh, it's bright. It's so bright in here. Well, I just want to make sure I didn't miss any ammo or anything. But nice, that's good. Ooh, hello. Glad you're having fun. We did our ranking for the Dark Souls characters. That was pretty fun. I'm gonna post that on Twitter later. Oh, hey,
You
look.
did it. The Ishimura's moving again.
No thanks to whoever sabotaged the fuck out of these engines.
Oh, hey, hey, whoa, hey, who's there?
Autopilot's taking us into geostationary orbit.
Wait, your flight is keeping in practice.
That's the asteroid defense system.
With the ABS I've got the system readouts here.
Hammond, the Ishimura's in rough shape.
Oh my
A couple
god.
of bad strikes could finish her off.
Shit. Daniels, give me all the data you have. I'll try to adjust course. Isaac, take the train from engineering. Meet me on the bridge. I'll lift the station lockdown. We need to work on this together.
To control room. Days without incident. Error. 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 Okay. I knew it was gonna happen. I'm getting a little too sucked in. I'm gonna keep going a little bit. For just a little bit. And then I'm gonna stop because I cannot get... Oh. Hello? I cannot let myself get sucked into playing this forever. I also don't know if I should edit the entire fight we did. You mean the Moog fight? Bring this with me. My safety fan. Oh, hey, we're back here.
Nicole? I'm here. Nicole! Damn it.
Yeah. I mean, you could. It'd be interesting. Hello? Okay. I don't know why I thought I heard something. Going to the shop. I got a lot of things to put in the shop. Whew. We got Ripper Blades. We got medium med packs. We got flamethrower fuel. We got the jellified hydrazine. Which that's kind of cool, I think. Let's go ahead and sell that. Thank you for your patronage, employee name. I want to save up. Why is it making that music? I'm gonna take one of these. And I'm gonna save. Hello? Okay. But yeah. What will you do? Just cut the fight? Or are you gonna make like little clips again? Okay. We'll probably do this section. And then we'll probably call it. We'll meet up with Hammond, cut the fight between your POV and mine. Yeah, you could do that. Who's yelling at me? Bam, bam, bam. Oh yeah, that could be interesting. Sorry, I'm kind of safety claw. Safety claw. I have a safety claw. Don't mess with me. Why does it want me to go back that way? There's nowhere to go that way, is there? It literally told me to take the elevator, didn't it? Did it not tell me to take the elevator? Maybe it wanted me to go down that flaming hallway. Okay. Just in case. Okay. This way. Ah, yes, this does say tram station. I can read. All systems go. Chapter 3 complete. Course correction. Chapter 4, obliteration imminent. Well, that doesn't sound good. Sorry, I was like, if something's in this elevator, I'm gonna be really mad. Where do I gotta go? I gotta go to engineering. That's where I am. Oh, I need to go. Wait. I thought I needed to find a place here, didn't I? Find Kind's mining deck. Oh, location the mining deck. Never mind. Wait, but I'm in mining. Is there really no way for me to get to this? Did I mess it up? Hold on. Whoa! Excuse me? Give me his claw, please. Whoops. Okay. Where the heck did you come from? Excuse me? What did I do to make everything show up suddenly? I was just here. The mining deck. Maybe I need to come back here? I'm gonna leave a save here. But I feel like it's possible I messed something up. Oops. Bruh, why'd all those enemies show up, huh? Just out of nowhere. Where's the mining deck? Is it maybe through here? Maybe that's why? Where is that? Ah, it's locked. There's a locked door. Maybe that's why. So I'll probably have to come back through here then. Maybe that's it. Okay, you know what? Let's just assume I have to come back through here later. I swear if another enemy shows up, I'm gonna be quite cross. That's what I thought. Okay, let's just go to meet up with Hammond. And then we will move on. Or not move on, we will end. Oh yeah. I didn't even eat my food. I grabbed all this food and I didn't even eat it. Believe. Take. Hello? Why's my camera moving? Why'd my camera turn? How far am I? Can you give a quick summary of what happened? So, basically, we got on the ship. After we got on the ship, everything went to hell. Some thing came and it killed one of our people that we showed up with. What happened going on in game right now? We are trying to find out what happened. Everybody was dead, or a lot of people are dead. There's a lot of dead bodies everywhere. And now we're trying to basically stop the ship from crashing and everybody dying. What is that? What is that? Is that a node? Hello? Oh.
Isaac, I'm looking at the ADS cannons. They're a mess. I'm gonna need your help. I am not losing the Ishimura. Not now.
The Ishimura, Hammond, or the marker?
That artifact they found?
Don't bullshit us. CEC knew all along about the marker, didn't they? Isn't that why you're really here? Corporate wouldn't send the Ishimura for some off-the-books mining. But alien technology, yeah, that fits.
Then how does losing my team fit into this theory?
Hey, knock this shit off. We're into the debris field. We get the ADS back together, or it's over.
Then meet me at the captain's nest. Daniels?
So.
Fine. But I'm going through the ship reports, Hammond. I'm getting some answers.
So, basically, Right now, we're about to soar into a mining field, or to an asteroid field. And we just found out that, or Daniel's found out about something called the marker. And that supposedly, after the marker was found, that's when this infection or outbreak started. So she thinks it has something to do with the marker. And Hammond is part of CEC, and CEC knew that the marker was here. So, because the Ishimura is just a mining ship. That's all it is, right? It's called a planet cracker. And so they think that the reason that it was sent here to go mine was to pick up this marker, is what it's called. So we are awkward. You wanna... Ooh, hello, you're ugly. It's probably fine. But yeah, so that's kind of the current state of things. A new shop. I think maybe on this shop, maybe we can get a upgrade? No, I lied. But yeah. So that's the current state of things. Also, my health can't be seen because I broke it. So normally I would have a health bar on the back of my back, but it's currently broken. Maybe we do this next time. Is there a save point back here? I know I just saved. I'm pretty sure I just saved, but let's hit that save point again, and maybe this is where we end. I realize we're not going to meet up with Hammond for a hot minute. Or, well, actually, I don't remember. But let's just save, and let's call it for now. I feel like this is a good space to stop. Let's go back to the main menu, and let's go to the chatting screen for a little bit. So, that was fun. I love playing this game. I do though. I say that as if I don't, but honestly, all I've been thinking about like this entire week since I got the game has been like, when's the next time I can play Dead Space? I just want to play Dead Space. Like, it's so wild to me that, like, I know this game because, again, I played it a long time ago. This is the remake. For anyone who doesn't know, this is the Dead Space remake because the original one came out a long time ago. And I played the heck out of that game, and I'm still having a great time with this remake and still getting spooked. They did a wonderful job on this game. So, we're at a pretty good spot in the story, though. We're learning a little bit. We've now found out about the marker. They sure did. Yes, they did. Oh, yes, they did. God, yes, they did. So, I'm getting my other headset because I can't hear the music. Hi, Zira, says Bugs. Okay. So, I am going to now, let's kind of do a little breakdown of what to expect going into next week. So, obviously, when and what are you going to be streaming? Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that. So, as always, we will be doing Monday and Wednesday streams. That goes without saying. I will always do Monday, Wednesday streams for sure. If there's ever something that will stop me from doing the Monday, Wednesday streams, I will let you guys know. Especially now that we have the Discord, it's very easy for me to just hop into the Discord and be like, hey guys, sorry, something came up. I'm not gonna be able to do the streams, my bad. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that'll be real easy now. But what we are going to be doing next week is Dead Space, of course. Monday, Dead Space. Like, I would put Dead Space Monday and Wednesday, but I kind of want to also do some Elden Ring. Tuesday will be something with me and Zero, probably. We will most likely do something. What? I don't know. We haven't talked about it yet. So maybe we do Minecraft, maybe we do Elden Ring, maybe we do something else. Me and Zero will talk about that. Maybe we don't stream. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I will have that. Tuesday will be on the schedule by this weekend. Wednesday will probably be Elden Ring. I wanted to do Cult of the Lamb, but I want to do Elden Ring. I want to make some progress in Elden Ring. So you can expect Dead Space and Elden Ring next week. What'll probably happen, I probably should put a little thing I should have advertised the Discord earlier, completely forgot about it. What'll probably happen on Sunday. Sunday's usually when I do a lot of my like little work on the side for stream. So it's either like I'll be trying to get something set up or I'll be looking at stuff. Dark Souls 2 continuing when. So here is the layout for the foreseeable future at the moment. Dead Space will continue alongside probably Elden Ring until we finish Dead Space. We are about a third of the way through the game. Roughly a quarter to a third of the way through the game. Once Dead Space is done, we will return to Elden Ring Cult of the Lamb. Once Cult of the Lamb is done, we will do Elden Ring Dark Souls 2. After we start Dark Souls 2, that's when we're going to probably take a vote, maybe in the Discord, on what will be the next game. Because it'll probably just continue to be Elden Ring alongside a bunch of other stuff until we do our first playthrough of Elden Ring. Then we might take like an Elden Ring break for like a couple weeks. And then go back to Elden Ring with something else. Because Lord knows I can't stay away from Elden Ring. At least not yet. Maybe when Armored Core comes out, I'll be able to stay away from Elden Ring, but that's probably not going to be for a while. So, yeah. Just understand that it'll probably be Elden Ring alongside stuff. So it'll be Dead Space, Cult of the Lamb, and then Dark Souls 2. Modded Elden Ring? Maybe? I also want to do Dark Souls 3 again. Probably with that mod that the guy was talking about. The modded character models that X was talking about. And just do like a quick 6-hour attempt at it. But yeah. So that's kind of what we're looking at. And then once we get, like I said, once we get to Dark Souls 2, we'll probably take a vote in the Discord at what the next game will be. So we'll put on like, you know, really whatever. And then I'm probably going to put a vote to it at some point soon to see what the feel is about. Because I mentioned it last time, is I want to get the Minecraft server up, but I don't currently have the time myself to play. But if you guys wanted to, if you guys were like really interested in starting Minecraft, I might not have the time to pop in that often right now, but I would pop in once in a while. And I'd be willing to get the server for us. But that's not going to be just yet. I'll probably put that to a vote in the server at some point to basically say, do you guys want me to get the server now, or do you want to wait till I have more time so that we can all kind of go in? Because the server is really more for like, it's like for all of us, but It's sorry. I don't think I've ever really yawned on stream. I think it's like the first big yawn on stream. My bad. My bad. I haven't been sleeping very well. But yeah, that'll probably go to a vote at some point. But yeah, we'll figure out what the next thing we do is. But for now, next week, Monday, Dead Space. Tuesday will be something with me and Zero probably. Wednesday will be Elden Ring. And then that'll probably be that for that week. Like, I want to spread out my streams a little bit, but not really much I can do about it. I'm not here on the weekends most of the time, so it is what it is. Okay. So, with that said, I had a blast today, guys. Today was really fun. I know, like, I know a lot of it for the ranking was me just going, I hear what you're saying, but here's why I'm right. But I get to do that. I'm the streamer. I have that right. That is my privilege. I'm the streamer. I make the rules. And I say that Deacons of the Deep are now a jock. So, but it was really fun. I really liked getting to OMG Very True. Yeah, so it was really fun. I had a lot of fun. I really hope it was fun for you guys too. I know, Shiro, you said you don't really know Dark Souls 3, but I hope that now, from my description of these characters and why they are what they are, I think you now know Dark Souls 3 bosses by proxy. You can pretty much say you're an expert now. If anybody's like, wow, I really don't feel like I know anything about Dark Souls 3, you can be like, well, I watched a stream where a guy told me about why these characters would be in these cliques, and I think I'm an expert now. I was mainly just playing Smash or Pass in the rankings. That's fine. You know what? That was completely fair. I blame Mo and Ainer for that, for starting that. But you know what? That is fine. As long as you had fun. So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really hope it came off as fun for you guys as it was for me, because like, this is, I know I say that all the time, hey, I hope you guys all had as much fun as I did because I had fun, right? I know I say that all the time, but this one was very new to me, so I especially have to say that it was fun. Thank you. Cool. Yeah, I'm glad everybody came in. Bugs, I know you showed up towards the end, so you didn't get to hear like the first half of them. It's been a great stream as always. Thank you. But yeah, it was really fun. You know, Frank showed up. That new guy X. We got a random sub from somebody who was, I think, lurking, I guess. And that was cool because we got to hear the summon sound. I have the name written down somewhere, but I don't have it right now. Well, not written down, but it was on my thing. It was Roxanne Avis. So that was kind of cool. Got 2 subs this stream. Damn, really popped off today. But yeah, the quads came in. Dude X showed up. Ainer was here. Mo was here. Zero popped in. Bug, Shiro, as always, it's great having you guys here. So I'm really glad I got to spend this time with you guys. Sorry, I coughed really loud, I feel like. But yeah, it was fun. This really did feel to me, at least, like a 150 celebration. Like, I'm sure other people have other ideas of what like a celebration for a sub goal is, but for me, that was really fun. So thank you all for coming. It's always a pleasure having you guys here. I had a lot of fun, and I hope that everyone who came had just as much fun as I did. But alas, I must go. So I will see you all next time. if you guys keep an eye on the Discord. If I have spare time, I'll try to stop into that the Discord chat. I'll make an announcement to let everybody know that I'm going to be hanging out in the Discord voice chat if I do it. You know, I might do it tomorrow, I might do it Friday, but I'll probably do it on Sunday. So keep an eye out. I will let you guys know, and I will see you all next time. Thank you, and bye bye.